Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever watch along on the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And by the way, just for the record, this is the first watch along. If we end up losing the game, I might consider never ever doing another one. And WSL, how are you?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
Awesome. Like, are you ready for the first watch along? Are you ready for another FA Cup game? This is our competition. We really do need a win.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. We better win. I mean, if we don't win, I'm going to be really upset because I'm hoping that we can retain this trophy.
I'm really hoping so. I mean, we have a tough game this time, and next time we have a tough game, even if we beat Southampton. But let's just hope so. So I wanted us to do the lineups quickly. So I'll put the Arsenal lineup on screen right now. What do you make of it? Any surprise? Or just run us through it.
Um, so in terms of surprises, I'm quite surprised Cedric started. I was expecting him to be rested for the game on Tuesday, but I guess he's trying to rest Tierney instead, which I kind of understand.
Yeah,
Um, I think obviously everyone's going to be shocked a little bit that Willian, Pepe, and Nketiah are starting. I mean, yes, it's an FA Cup game, but they haven't been playing too well recently.
yeah.
So they really need to perform today. They really need to prove the fans wrong. Otherwise, they're just going to get a load more stick. And then obviously, I'm really happy Martinelli's starting because he needs. Like, this is the time I think where Martinelli needs to be a part of this like little trident up front we've got. You know, between Lacazette, Saka, and Smith Rowe. Like
Yeah.
Martinelli could really get some goals off of these kind of like moves and plays we're doing. So I'm happy that he's in, but like I was saying to you earlier, I think it's quite shocking that we have two goalkeepers on the bench in Matt Ryan and Alex Runison, but no
Yeah.
Nelson, no Aubameyang, no Balogun, and I think Balogun's the main one for me. Like he played, yes, he played yesterday, but he scored 4 goals in 2 games for the Arsenal under-23s now. So why is he still not being played, even in FA Cup rounds? It's like I just see him leaving, which I think is really unfortunate, but if Nketiah is going to be the one that we choose to stay at the club, he's got to perform. He's got to prove why we're picking him. So today, hopefully, he gets a few goals.
How about the likes of Aubameyang missing out and Tierney? Or would you have given them the rest too?
I think Tierney especially needs a rest. I mean, he played the 120 minutes against Newcastle. Then he had the
Yeah.
minor injury, so he missed that game. But then he played again against Newcastle, and he looked good, but he looked a little bit like tired, maybe. So I think
Yeah.
giving him this 90-minute rest is really good. So I praise Arteta for that. Um, And I think the same with Aubameyang. You know, he's on a scoring record. Like he's on a bit of a run. So let's give him a rest, get him ready for the Premier League, and hopefully he can come back and get a few more goals on Tuesday.
Yeah. Now for let me just talk about Pepe and Willian. I think this is like literally their last chance. If we play this game, we start this game, and then they literally don't do anything, and we end up losing our best competition, then there's blood in Ateta's hands, on Ateta's hands, on their hands. So it's gonna be a long day, long season for them from now till the end of the season. And for Balogun, I actually think it's more sad for the likes of Nelson. I think Balogun will stay, but Nelson and the Willocks, I have actually a bad feeling for them. So for Southampton today, they literally put their first team. I did a preview yesterday, the Southampton fan, and this is not the lineup they're expecting to go for. Unfortunately, we've been played, guys. We've been played. Foster in goal. McCarthy obviously is their first choice goalkeeper. Kyle Walker-Peters is back on the right. Benarek, Stevens. As I was saying as WSL was saying to me earlier, Benarek is not a first team player. Vestergaard is, and then on the left, Bertrand. On the left, the Southampton fan yesterday said Bertrand is suspended for the Premier League game, so he has to play in this one. Then that other left back youngster will play in the Premier League game. Diallo and Ward-Prowse in the middle scares me. Armstrong, Theo Walcott, Danny Ings, and Shea Adams also play. All of them. Adams has found a way to recover from his illness. Walcott always finds a way to play against Arsenal. It's gonna be tough. And then on the bench, those guys on the bench, those are the same guys that played their last FA Cup game 3 days ago against Shrewsbury. So it's going to be tough. Lewis, Ramsey, Valerie, Vokins. I can't spell, announce or pronounce that name. Watts, Long, and Lundulu. I hope I'm saying it right now. I don't know if you know this stat, WSL, and anyone watching. Every season we've played Southampton in the FA Cup since 1927, we've gone on to reach the final. In 1927, we played them, we reached the final, we lost to Cardiff, and then in 1970 something, we beat them in an FA Cup replay, and we went on to win the cup. 2003, we beat them in the final, Southampton. 2017, we beat them 5-0, and we went on to win the trophy against Chelsea in the final. So that could be a good luck charm. Every time we play Southampton in the FA Cup, 3 times we've won it, once we've lost in the final. So let's hope it's more of the same. What do you make of their lineup?
I mean, like you said, it's really strong. I think Bednarek is a starter. I actually think Jack Stevens isn't the starter looking over it now. I think Vestergaard usually is in that team, but I don't even think he's on the bench. So whether he's injured or not, I don't know. But obviously, Kyle Walker-Peters is an ex-Tottenham player, so he's going to want to get a little bit of, he's going to want to play well today because every Tottenham player loves to play well against us. And I think Bertrand's a really interesting one for me because we're apparently linked with him, like to take him on loan. So I think Arteta and our scouts are going to be looking at him today. So I think he's going to want to perform really well as well because, he's going to look at Cedric and say, Cedric got that move to Arsenal from Southampton. Why can't I? So he's going to want to perform. Danny Ings is a world-class striker. I think he's one of the best strikers in the league. So he's going to want to perform as well. And then, obviously, Theo Walcott, ex-Arsenal player. Last time he played against us, he went and scored. So he's going to want to do the same thing again. And as I was saying to you earlier as well, if Xhaka gives away a stupid free kick like he's been doing recently, we're going to be made to pay for this because Ward-Prowse will score it. So
he's a very good free kick taker.
We cannot give any stupid free kicks away today.
Yeah, you guys have had that. Ward-Prowse, just don't give him any free kick, and it doesn't matter where. It could be miles away from the goal, but he'll still score it. I mean, the other day against Shrewsbury, he did score a free kick again. Against United early in the season, he did score. Against Villa, he did score, I think, at the end of last season. So he's a very, very good free kick taker, as you can see. Very, very dangerous. So, are you confident, WSL? Are you confident?
Whenever Willian's starting, I can't say I am. Obviously, up the Arsenal, I'm going to say we're going to win. Obviously, I'm always going to be confident no matter who the opposition is. But I will give Ralph Hasenhüttl, the Southampton manager, his praise. I love him as a manager, and I would take him at Arsenal. Yeah. And I think he's kind of played Arteta. I think Arteta was probably expecting what we were expecting. A weaker Southampton team. He's gonna play the league. I really don't see why Southampton think the league's more important. They're not going to get top 4. Let's be honest. They might not even get a Europa League spot. So why would they not want to go on a cup run? Like they're going to want to go on a cup run. That's the best thing for them. So for me, it was always they are going to play stronger in the cup and then a little bit weaker in the league. So I think Arteta has been completely played there. If he's picked his team to play a weak Southampton team, he's made a mistake. If he's picked his team, he's just picked his team, then they got to perform. So, yeah, I'm always confident, no matter who it is.
They have to perform. Again, the last time we played Southampton in the FA Cup, this happened. Danny Welbeck scored in a 5-0 win. Their keeper there is called Lewis. Is the same guy who's on their bench today. So I wish he could have started for good memories. So let me go through the lineups again. Arsenal, Leno in goal, Bellerin on the right, Gabriel Holding and Cedric. To be fair, it's a good back line. In the middle, Shaq and Elneny, what I wanted us to start with anyway. But in front of them, not what we wanted to see. Pepe, Willian, Martinelli, and Nketiah, but I'm hoping they perform well. On the bench, Lacazette, Saka for emergencies, Thomas Partey, Willock, Maitland-Niles, David Luiz, Chambers, and 2 goalkeepers, as WSL said. That's Ranasson and Ryan. And then for Southampton, literally, they've gone for their first team apart from the goalkeeper and 1 centre-back. So Foster, Walker-Peters, Benarek, Stevens, Bertrand, Diallo, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Walcott, Ings, and Adams. So just before the game gets started, I wanted to ask you about Matt Ryan. What do you make of Matt Ryan signing yesterday?
I've seen a lot of people, especially rival fans, giving us hate because he has the lowest save percentage this season in the Premier League, and Runarsson had the lowest save percentage in Ligue 1 when he signed for us. But Matt Ryan, the last 3 seasons I've watched him. Obviously, this season he did get dropped. But the last 3 seasons, I always thought he was one of the underrated keepers. You know, he was really good, and you've got to watch him for Australia as well. He's their number one. The fans absolutely love him in Australia. So as you got to look at like a fan point of view, we're going to get a lot of Australian fans from this. So, you know, Matt Ryan is a perfect Arsenal fan as well. I love giving praise for like Arsenal fans, like Australians that wake up at 4 a.m. to watch us lose. And Matt Ryan was saying in his interview, that's what he used to do. You know, he'd wake up at 4 a.m., watch the game and go to school. So he is an Arsenal fan. You know, he is Arsenal through and through. So for him, it's a dream move. And hopefully, on the fans' point of view, he can perform. And I mean, as I said, as long as he's better than Runarsson, you know, I don't need him to be as good as Martinez was, because that was just
good.
That was like a diamond. That was a diamond in the rough, you know, the Martinez thing. So as long as he's better than Runarsson, and he's a good second choice keeper, who can complain? We've got him on loan. You know, if he's rubbish, we just send him back and don't buy him. Like, people are forgetting that we got him on loan. So if he is bad, just send him back.
Let me tell you, I had that guy as my fantasy Premier League goalkeeper for 2 full seasons, and I was watching Brighton every single time to see his performance. I don't know about his kicking, because those days I never used to look at kicking. Like, we've that kicking and goalkeeper needs to do this and that. That has been instilled in us recently. But he's a very good shot stopper. I put him up there with the likes of Dallo and Leno in terms of shot stopping. Since Brighton were promoted, those guys have been surviving mostly because of their defenders and Ryan saving very, very many shots from opposition teams, and that's why they've been in the Premier League until today. He wasn't dropped by Brighton because he's a bad goalkeeper. He was just like, he wanted a new adventure, and they wanted to try out their second choice goalkeeper, and he wanted to move. So he's also an Arsenal fan, so I'm hoping that could work. HJ9 says it's our cup. Hong Kong Football on Tour says you're gonna lose 5-0.
Yeah, there's not many optimistic people in here.
Yeah, I don't think even with Willian and Pepe you're gonna lose 5-0. Imagine if it happens. Midfield of Xhaka, El Neni, and Willian. Oh no, announce Odegaard. Odegaard, by the way, WSL, goodbye if we get him.
I've been watching Odegaard for a good few years. I think everybody has. You know, a lot of people seem to think he's like 28. He's 22 still. When he first came onto the scene, he was 15 years old. So, you know, obviously he's not lived up to the potential yet. But the good thing about Odegaard is he's still at the age where he can be one of the best in the world. Like, he can. So if we can obviously bring him in on loan, which is what it sounded like, and we can, I think the best thing is first off, see if he's actually any good. A lot of his old coaches say our style of play fits him best. So that's promising. And then hopefully as well, he plays well. And then there is no option to buy, apparently. So hopefully we can persuade him to stay at Arsenal and then obviously build him up as one of the best players in the world. But I think, I'll say this. I watched Gladbach versus Dortmund last night because I'm a bit of a Gladbach fan. And Julian Brandt was playing, and he is atrocious. He can't defend. He can't do anything. So if we get him at all, I'm going to be really angry because I've seen him play, and he's really not very good. And I think Isco, we ain't getting Isco. We ain't getting Buendia. So Odegaard's definitely a good option. And I'd definitely take him. But the only thing I will say is if it means dropping Smith Rowe, I wouldn't take him. He's got to find a way to play them both or to play Smith Rowe and then bring in Odegaard slowly because you can't drop Smith Rowe right now.
Okay, I did a video of how Arsenal could line up with Odegaard if anyone wants to check it out. So kickoff as the game has just started. Let me know in the comment section, in the chat, what your prediction is. WSL prediction after seeing the lineups?
I already know it's going to be really boring for the first 60 odd minutes, and I think we're going to end up bringing Saka on. So I'll say 2-0.
2-0 to us?
We'll score 2 late goals. Yeah, Arsenal, yeah. I think Saka will come on.
You're very, very brave. A clean sheet with Ings on the pitch, you're very brave. I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet.
If Saka gives away a stupid free kick, they get a goal. End off. I'll say that. They get a goal if we give free kicks away.
Okay, so let me know in the chat what your prediction is. For me, I think they're going to score. I'm going to go for very cautious 2-1 win. Like, I'm not confident at all. Already Ward-Prowse has the ball. What minute are you on?
I'm on 30 seconds.
You're on 30 seconds. So I'm on 1 minute ahead. 1 minute ahead, full minute. maybe 50
I'll quickly
seconds.
reset it, see if I can catch you up. If not, I'll just watch behind. It's all good.
No problem, no problem. And we have already given our first free kick away, by the way. Just keep that in mind.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not looking good. So we need to watch out for Ward-Prowse. Last time out in the Premier League game, I think they were favourites to beat us. And
yeah,
we were. I think we were lucky. That day we were so lucky. Aubameyang actually did score a goal from open play, and Nketiah got an assist. So we really need to do something in this game. We need an early lead. So let me ask you, in the FA Cup, what do you usually prefer, a home game or an away game?
Home game usually. If it's one leg, because I like the fans to be there, obviously. But obviously, we don't have fans, so I don't really think it makes a difference right now. But yeah, if everything's back to normal, I'd definitely say home. But if it's double-legged, I always like the away leg first. I know you're the opposite, but yeah, prefer the home leg.
Yeah. For me, I'm kind of the opposite because I'm usually scared of the home game being second, because if they get a couple of away goals and you didn't get one or two at their place, then all of a sudden you're in trouble. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Someone said 4-0 to Southampton. 3-1.
Some people really are optimistic here, are they?
Is that because Saka and Smith Rowe have been dropped? Let's remember Saka and Smith Rowe are not defenders.
I think it's more that Willian's playing, if anything. Willian and the Pepe.
Because to be fair, this is our first choice backline. The back five is our first choice backline, apart from Tini.
Yeah, it's true.
Those 5 people at the back are our first choice. Leno, Bellerin, Cedric. As much as you guys don't like Bellerin, is in our first team. So if Cedric is starting today, maybe Bellerin will start again midweek. So yeah. And it's a corner for Southampton again. Every time they get a set piece, it's not looking good, man. Ward-Prowse is, you said he's your best free kick taker?
I think Ward-Prowse is, for me, at least the best free kick taker in the league. But I'd even put him up there as one of the best in the world, simply because he scores virtually all his free kicks. He has a stupidly good record with free kicks.
Yeah.
And I mean, who else in the world really is a consistent free kick taker? I mean, Messi, you could argue is, and maybe Ronaldo, but
Maddison?
Maddison. I don't think he's not as good as Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
So I definitely put Ward-Prowse up there as one of the best, if not the best, free kick takers in the world right now. Unless there's some hidden guy in the League of Kazakhstan who's absolutely amazing at free kicks, and
like Granit Xhaka or something.
Oh
my goodness!
If he could just score a few more of those free kicks, man, everything will be so much better.
Hit the bar, man. It's not. Poor start from us. The first 4 minutes, already 3 corners. Ward-Prowse actually almost scored from a corner. Imagine us talking about Ward-Prowse set pieces. He almost scored directly from a corner kick. He hit the bar, and it's another corner actually. So yeah, Ward-Prowse for me, I think is the best corner kick taker. I love the way him and Maddison take those corners. I compare them in the way Willian and Pepe take our corners, and I just feel sad about everything.
Oh yeah, I've just seen the bar hit. Don't think it was going in, but
yeah,
he tried it.
It looked like it was going in, though. It's just
he tried it. I mean, I don't know whether that either. I don't think he meant to do that, but if he did, then that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think he saw Leno off his line, didn't he? Yeah, he went for it. Yeah, I agree. I think you look at Willian's corners and you compare him to a Maddison or a Ward-Prowse, and there's a massive difference.
Yeah, Edin Nketiah, though, I don't like seeing him on the wing. I've just seen him on the wing a bit here. He just doesn't have the pace and the skill to go past defenders.
I mean, I want Martinelli as a striker, but if you're going to play Nketiah as well, you've got to play him up front and Martinelli on the wing, surely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he just got out around, didn't he? On the bench, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, again, the 2 keepers thing, I don't get it. Like, we've brought Matt Ryan in, obviously to replace Runarsson, yet we still play Runarsson on the bench. It's like, I don't know why we did that, but yeah, I think that's the only issue with me. I'm not bothered that Runarsson's on the bench, but when you could have put like a Nelson or an Aubameyang or a Balogun or anyone like that on the bench, and you haven't, you got he's got to be questioned, and he's got to answer the questions. You can't avoid that question. Like, I want an answer.
And what do you make of Cedric playing as a left back? Because that means we literally need a backup left back.
I don't know. I mean, You said that you think Bellerin will start the next game. I think for me, it depends who Maitland-Niles comes on for. I think Maitland-Niles will come on at one point.
Yeah.
And I think if he comes on for Cedric, that means Cedric's playing again on Tuesday. And if he comes off for Bellerin, then Bellerin's playing. But I don't know how good he is at left back. I've never seen him play left back, so it'll be a weird one.
And Cedric did play our last Premier League game, right? And he's playing again today. Can he play 3 games in a week? I don't know. I'm not sure about Cedric playing 3 games. Remember, he's also kind of injury prone. He's been injured his whole Arsenal career, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Maybe they're buying another left back, like a surprise, like Ryan. Let's hope so.
They have said that the last target this summer, as in they've basically got Odegaard over the line. They've got Ryan in, and not summer, sorry, January. And they've basically said that they're going to get a left back. And again, Ryan Bertrand from Southampton is the one that's popping up because we can get him on a 6-month loan and then his contract ends. So it'll be the same thing as Cedric. We can get him on a loan and then bring him in on a free. Yeah. Even though we paid money for Cedric, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but these FA Cup games really scare me, man. You know, in the league, I always tell you, like, if you lose the game, you still have another 30 games to play. But in this cup, if you concede one, I usually look at it like a golden goal. If you concede the first goal, you're in trouble. You're in trouble in the FA Cup. So I'm really hoping you get the first goal today. And can Willian score? I think Willian, out of the new players for every team, Willian is the only one who has not scored a goal. Like, even for us. I think so, yeah. Gabriel has scored. Who else did we buy? Like, Partey has not been playing, but I'm sure he'll score someday.
I mean, Partey got an assist, which is more than Willian. I mean, yeah, Willian got the 2 assists against Fulham, but let's look at Fulham. At the time, they were the worst team in the league. One of his assists, I don't even know if you can count it as an assist. And then the second one, I think, was the corner was really good, which is why I'm annoyed with Willian. Like, on that first game, he was running, he was doing, he was getting passes, this and that, and then the corner for Gabriel's header was amazing.
Yeah.
And then you look at him now and you're like, what happened? Like, why are you so lazy now? What actually happened? Because nobody can say,
I don't think he's a bad player. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Like, the thing with Willian is he's like Pepe. We know he has some sort of talent in there because we've seen it and we can like see some of it come through. Why isn't he, using that talent? That's the main thing for me.
I don't know, too comfortable. I don't know. And Pepe is another one I need to do something today. It's a corner for us. No, Pepe is another one I need to see doing something today, man. This dribbling every single game, I don't like it. I need him to have end product today. It is funny when we were seeing those YouTube highlights 2 years ago where I used to get a lot of one-on-one chances with the goalkeeper. I've never seen him getting any of those at Arsenal.
Well, I think that's mainly because he wasn't playing down the centre for Lille, but I think he came in the centre a lot because I think Rafael Leao was the striker then, and he was quite slow. So I think Pepe was running, cutting inside while Leao would supply him. And I've said this, I don't know why Pepe doesn't get a chance at the number 10 role. I mean, I think virtually all his goals I've seen him score this season, yes, he wasn't playing down the middle, but they all came from the middle. Like, he was there in that position and he scored from them, so...
Yeah, just see that corner from Pepe WSL.
I'm just about to watch it, yeah.
Exactly what we've been talking about. Like this first opening 10 minutes, what we've been talking about, set pieces, the difference between Arsenal and Southampton. Always terrible free kicks and corners from Arsenal every single game. Hi, okay, Sweetie, thanks for being here.
I mean, he doesn't even get it over the first man. I've literally just seen it, and
it's every time. It's every time, not once. It's every time.
Yeah, no, I don't get it, man. I don't know. We brought in this new set piece coach, and I think I've said this a few times already, but he needs sacking. Yeah. Like, he's changed. I think the set pieces have got worse. I mean, when Emery was here, we were scoring some goals from corners.
Yeah.
Now we're not, and we're conceding a lot of corners and stuff like that. So we've really got to look at the set piece coach and say, what are you actually doing for this team?
Yeah.
We have good set piece takers.
Yeah. Do you also think the guy who brought Tranason needs sacking too?
Well, I mean, it was Iñaki, the goalkeeper coach. I think we also got him from Brentford. And obviously Brentford again. I don't know what's gone on with this. They were really good at set pieces and they had really good goalkeepers in David Raya. We've brought them in and they've just turned rubbish. The thing with Runarsson, apparently, he's Icelandic, the goalkeeper coach. So I think he was like friends with him, kind of thing.
Yeah. That needs sacking. You cannot be bringing people because they're friends. You cannot be recommending people.
I know. I mean, I think he apparently was one of the ones who suggested Matt Ryan. So I'm going to look at him. If Matt Ryan does really well, then I'll give the props to the goalkeeper coach and say you're forgiven for the Runarsson thing. But if Ryan performs badly, he needs to go immediately because that's two keepers now. And I don't really like all the rival fans are saying. We've signed Matt Ryan, who has the worst save percentage this season. Yeah. And then we signed Runarsson, who had the worst save percentage in 2018-19 in Ligue 1.
Yeah.
He's taken a risk with signing those goalkeepers. As the goalkeeping coach, you are going to look at those stats and say, is it worth bringing this guy in? And both times he said yes. So
chance for Cedric over the bar. No. Doesn't want to score against his former club. I know. If it was Tierney there again, just these small things like that, WSL. Like if it was Tierney there,
what I want to know is, I think it was offside. I think, but you look at the cross.
Is there VAR though?
Willian crosses in and there's just no one there. Like, where's Nketiah? He's the striker and he's not there. Yeah. Like, I don't. That's what annoys me. Like, that was a good cross from Willian. Like, it was a pretty decent cross, but there was just no one there.
That's why you need people like Calvert-Lewin. He always stays in the box, nowhere else, just in the box. I always see us
even like a Lacazette would have been in there, I think, and even Balogun maybe. You know what I mean? Like Balogun's a bit of a the thing isn't in Nketiah. He's known as a poacher. Yet he isn't even there to poach. Like, where is he?
Yeah.
Like, what's his style of play?
To annoy people, maybe that's his style of play.
I mean, I don't want to get on Nketiah. I mean, he's a good player. We all know this, but I think the worst thing unfortunately for Nketiah, in certain ways, Balogun is a thing. Like, he's a player at the club.
Yeah.
So it's like Leno. Leno was compared with Martinez for ages, and some people even still compare him. Yeah. So it's just, Nketiah's got the same thing, but the difference is Leno proved that he's better than Martinez, or at least he can, he can start every game. Nketiah isn't proving that right now.
What a save from Leno. I mean, Gabriel there a bit too easy. Adams got past him a bit too easy. I don't know, a bit too easy. Wait for your opinion. It's a bit too easy. I don't know. Do you see Cedric playing and Cancelo playing on the same wing? There are not that many players playing on the left side as a right footer, but Cancelo, the way he plays whenever he plays that side, very, very good.
From City, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've just seen Adams get straight past Gabriel there. But yeah, I think Cancelo's a different kind of player though. When he started off at Inter Milan, played really well, went to Juventus and was even better. So I think he's just more of a gifted footballer, whereas Cedric is not. Like, he's a good footballer, Cedric, but he's not the level of a Cancelo, if we're being honest.
Yeah, he's played with Ronaldo though. You need to something.
He has played. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. Quickly with Gabriel as well. He just got dribbled past really easy from Che Adams. There was I think the first minute where the ball was rolling out and Gabriel went to run for it and he just stopped. Like, he just stopped running and then the Southampton player kept it in. Like, what? I don't know what he's doing there. Oh God, Martinelli's down again. Oh no. I told you, Walker Peters just injured him and he's smiling.
Come on, Martinelli just missed a good chance, man.
Bro, I've just watched the Martinelli injury.
Yeah.
Walker Peters, the ex-Tottenham player, is smiling and laughing. Like, this is what I mean. This is the difference. He's an ex-Tottenham player playing against Arsenal. He wants to he wants to win. Where's that mentality from us? I want to see that.
Yeah, for Arsenal, every time I see them fouling someone, they go and pick them up. Like, no mentality. If you had Roy Keane in the team, oh goodness, you wouldn't be.
Yeah, watch back at Adams and Vieira. Oh yeah, Martinelli. Oh, he's scuffed that one.
That's a very, very good chance.
Another good free kick though from Willian. It was pretty.
It was actually Pepe.
Oh, was it Pepe? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it was. It looked like Willian was going to take it, but Pepe took it.
Oh yeah.
That was a good chance. Also, the
half chances
need to take. Yeah, it wasn't offside. Onside. I don't even know if there's VAR here.
I don't think. I'd expect there would be. I mean, it's St Mary's, but I don't
Yeah.
even know the rules anymore with VAR. It's like
Yeah,
in and
St.
out every
Mary's.
other game.
Speaking of St. Mary's, we don't have a good record in this stadium. Apart from recently, where we won that game last season and the 5-0 in the FA Cup, they've always beaten us
I was going to
at this
say that. I
stadium.
mean, yes, you could argue before the 5-0 we had a bad record, but I think recently we haven't been that bad. I mean, I think we lost 4-0 in 2005, and then they got relegated. Oh no, it might not have been 2005, but they got relegated after 2005, and then they came back
Yeah,
and virtually, they drew with us or beat us, whatever.
yeah, and
And I
then
remember,
heavily sometimes.
the game. This is it. The game before the 5-0, I'm pretty sure was 4-0 to them. So I think the 5-0 was a bit of a, we're coming back for a bit of revenge. But
And it was like a month late or something because it was like in December. I remember
yeah,
Mane scoring twice against us during his Southampton days.
I think Mane was like always that special player. I could like when he was playing for Southampton, I always knew he was going to be a good player.
Yeah.
Like whereas like some certain players you can't really tell, but yeah, Mane was always special. Like he was always performing no matter who he was playing against or who he was
Yeah.
playing for.
If you had the chance to take someone from this Southampton team, who would you take?
Ooh, I mean, I think a lot of people would say Ward-Prowse, and I think I probably would as well. But I'd also probably say Vestergaard is an option. I mean, yes, we have a lot of good centre backs, but what we don't have is this like big, tall centre back who can win headers from corners or who can even score headers. Vestergaard scored a lot of headers, so I think it'd be between him or Ward-Prowse.
He's a target man. That guy just
Yeah,
throw forward when you're losing 2-1 in the final 5 minutes. You just throw
yeah,
it forward and you wait for
he'll
what's
run
going to
forward to
happen.
the corner and score it. Yeah.
Now, Cedric and Martinelli are getting a lot of the ball on the left side. You need to take advantage of this.
One thing that Arteta does a lot is he plays down one side of the pitch every game, and I think that's a good idea certain like times. But you've got to open up the pitch, man. Like,
yeah,
do
you think? Go ahead.
So against Newcastle, I don't know if you saw it, but a lot of the left side was like exposed in terms of like just nobody was there. So I think we were able to expose it. But Southampton aren't Newcastle. They're going to defend the whole pitch because they're a good team.
Yeah.
So we've got to whittle them down, I think.
Do you also think that's why Saka was taken to the right side because there was literally nothing coming from the right side?
Yeah. I don't know. I think Saka, yes, he's been playing the left a lot of his career, but he is.
Yeah.
I think he's preferred left foot. I mean, I think he's pretty good on both feet, but I think his preferred foot is left foot. So, when you look at the wing, a left foot's better to cut in on. But I mean, he's been playing really well on the right wing, and I think him and Cedric, especially against Newcastle, him and Cedric were really good together. I think a winger doesn't work if their right back or like whoever's their full back doesn't work with them, which is why I think Pepe struggled a lot because I don't think he and Bellerin work well together. I think he actually works better with Maitland-Niles. So you need to find a fullback that complements your winger, or vice versa. And I think Tierney complements Aubameyang really well. And I think Aubameyang just unluckily hasn't been scoring a lot. But when Aubameyang gets his run on, which hopefully is starting now, him and Tierney will look really, really strong together.
Yeah. I'm so happy Gabriel recovered, man. We missed him for such a long time.
I think he'll get a lot of stick today. I don't think he's going to play really well. But what I will say is, again, the Chelsea fans love to use the excuse of COVID for Havertz. And I'm not saying that it hasn't affected him in any way. It probably has. But if they can use the excuse, we can. Gabriel was out for a sustained amount of time with his COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Some repercussions from it. So you've got to be careful with him.
Niles and Partey already warming up. So let's say this game still remains goalless, like around the 50th minute. Do you bring Partey or do you bring Lacazette, or do you do first?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously we're going to need the goal. I think it depends how we play. If they're getting in on us and they're getting a lot of good chances, you got to bring Partey on. But if it's the other way around, where we're attacking a lot, but we just can't score, I'd bring Lacazette on, or maybe Saka, either the two.
I mean, I just want just one of these players to do well. Pepe, William, Kitty, just one of them, not even all of them, just one. Just like prove something, because we have so many competitions coming up, and I'm very worried because now are we gonna play Lacazette and Aubameyang in every game?
Yeah, to quote HJ90, Pepe's starting from the beginning, so he should play well today.
He'll have time should play well by the second half. He should be ready to
the referee.
fire.
Willian just booted the ball at the referee there.
I mean, right now he's on the same level as the referee. Maybe the referee is better, so at least he's playing on his level.
Yeah,
man, I need us to score a goal. I need us to score a goal badly. And it's not actually just Southampton, also Brighton away. These South Coast teams always have a tough time against them.
I mean, we've beaten Brighton this year, so hopefully we can replicate this and beat Southampton. I mean, look, when we played Southampton last, they were like probably at their best run of form this season. Like, people have got to remember Southampton have dropped a little bit. Like, they haven't dropped significantly, but they have dropped from where they were. You know, they were like first in the table a few weeks ago, and now they're like ninth or something.
Yeah,
maybe a bit higher. So they have got a little bit worse, and we've got a little bit better. And the last time we played them, they were at their best, we were at our worst, and we still drew with them. So if you look at it in those terms, we should beat them. Like, realistically, we should beat them. But then again, it's St. Mary's and it's Arsenal, so we could easily lose.
It's Arsenal's second team and Southampton's first team. And,
we could easily lose.
Hopefully not, because this competition means a lot, man. Now, this is a competition I wouldn't want to go out early like this. Remember when we lost to Nottingham Forest in the third round? That whole season, I couldn't watch the FA Cup. Like, I didn't want to watch it at all. Like, just the morale of watching
that game. What a horrible game that actually was.
Yeah, terrible. 4-4-2 or something. I remember Welbeck missing chances. He came on, but he missed a couple of good chances.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've had a lot of that with strikers, haven't we? Like, they just miss a lot of chances. Like, we've never had... The last solid striker we had was obviously Henry. But no one's really been able to even remotely replicate that. I thought last season Aubameyang was, but...
I do put... Oh, wow, they scored. Oh, no, man.
Oh, God.
They scored, and it's from the right side again. And it's a big deflection. Oh, no, we are behind, man. We are behind, and
it's no goal in it, good. Yeah. I think
and I was just saying, man, the first goal is very important in this game. Let's see what happened, man.
I'm just watching it now. Who was that?
Prowse to Kyle Peters.
El Nenny's really got to take some blame for that.
That's Gabriel. That's Gabriel. Oh no.
I think that was unlucky from Gabriel. But what I will say is, what is El Nenny doing on that right side of the pitch? Like, he's holding up the ball but doing nothing with it. At that point, just tap it out. Just tap it out of play. Like, just get rid of it. Like, you've got 3 players on you. You can't pass it off. Just get rid of the ball. Yeah, Bellerin's giving him blame. Yeah, damn right, Bellerin.
I don't like conceding the first goal in the FA Cup. It just puts you under so much pressure. So that's a Gabriel on goal.
Yeah, it's unlucky. You can't. No one can blame Gabriel for that. He's stuck his foot out to block the cross, because I think was it Adams or Ings was running in to finish it.
Adams,
so it's unlucky. It's unlucky.
Oh man,
it's just upsetting that it's Gabriel. Like it couldn't have been. Oh, it went under Leno as well. Oh man.
Can we start again with a different?
Look at Hassan Hüttl though. Like, look how happy he is that they've scored. Like, he's so happy that they've scored. You see him when they beat Liverpool. Like, he's so happy to win. Whereas Arteta, he doesn't. He looks happy, but he's not like he's not that happy kind of thing.
Okay, now we need to be careful not to concede the second goal.
Oh,
we've had a couple of chances in this game for Martinelli and Cedric.
I mean, the way I see it, if we lose today, I blame Arteta simply because this lineup is not strong enough to beat this Southampton team, if we're being totally honest. Yeah. So what this kind of lineup needs is players to perform, such as your Pepes, your Willians, and your Nketiahs. And if they aren't performing, then we're going to lose, which right now we're losing. So something needs to be turned around.
Now, for Nketiah is not a guy to pass the ball to on his feet. You just need to give him like a cross and a shot, not like you give him to create himself a chance. He's not that kind of player.
I mean, I've barely seen him even touch the ball today, but like you've just said, I don't want a striker who can do that because Arsenal Football Club don't work like strikers that do that aren't good strikers. Like I think the last best striker who was a poacher was probably Peter Crouch,
Yeah.
and even he wasn't that good. So we need to look at this and say poachers aren't good strikers. They're like championship level strikers, and we're picking a poacher over Balogun who can hold up the ball, turn and shoot like a Lukaku can do. So.
Yeah. So you're blaming Elneny for that goal, right?
Yes, because he messed with the ball too much on the right side, gave it away, and they obviously went and scored from that possession, like when they regained possession. So
literally, if you look at all goals Arsenal have conceded the last 10 years, there's always someone making a mistake. There's always someone making a mistake at the crucial moment. Because remember, if you don't make mistakes, you're not going to concede a goal. And if you go ahead and you concede like a beautiful free kick or a goal from the middle of the pitch, that's fine. But for Arsenal, it's always a mistake in our own half every single time.
I mean, I just don't get what he was doing. Like, I understand that he's long shot there. Anyway, like he had like 3 players on him, and he's trying to keep the ball, but you can there's no one to pass to, so just get rid of the ball. Like just play it out so people can get back to in position and stuff. I just don't get that. That's what we don't do enough. Like I see like Liverpool and stuff. If they're like bombarded in their own half, they'll just pass the ball out. Like they don't care. They'll give away a corner or they'll give away a throw in. Arsenal can't do that. We've got to keep the ball.
Now, same applies to City, all those title winning seasons for them.
Yeah,
I
they
always
just
see
pass the
them
ball out.
even if they're 5-0 ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, another chance for Southampton. Goodness.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Even if they're 5-0 ahead, they'll take yellow cards as long as you don't score. They don't want you guys to come back to the game, even if it's 5-1, 5-2. They don't want it. They'll take yellow cards. They'll clear the ball, just spoil the game.
Well, even when City are winning like 1-0 in a really close game, the worst thing you can do is give away throw-ins and corners because that adds time. They'll still do it. If they're being bombarded, they'll still do it just to get rid of play, like just to make sure they don't concede.
Yeah.
But we just can't do that. We've got to hold the ball up and, do stuff like that where they get the ball back and score from it. And we've just passed it straight to their player. Oh my God.
Again.
This is not looking good.
This is really not looking good. I actually need halftime. Ward Prowse corner.
That was a foul on Willian there.
How many own goals have we scored this season? Gabriel, Saka,
Aubameyang.
I'm pretty sure there's one more. I remember there's a holding on goal in the preseason somewhere against MK Dons.
Oh God, yeah, that was
like 4 or 5 own goals, and then not just that, you have like 5 red cards as well.
I mean, some of the own goals, especially the Gabriel one just then, I can't really blame it. Like what he's done is the cross has come in, I think it was Adams. He was coming across to tap it in. Gabriel stuck his foot out to block it, and it's unluckily gone under Leno and just gone in. Yeah. So you can't blame the player for doing that, but what you can blame Elneny for holding up the ball and giving away possession. Yeah.
I feel like Pepe dribbles too much, man. WSL, there's a guy in the box just cross the ball, man.
Yeah, I don't know with Pepe anymore. I mean, I think this has to be his like redemption game. If he doesn't play well, we've got to look at getting rid of him because he just isn't. At the end of the day, this is Southampton. They're a good team, but they're not the level of teams that we need to beat to win the Premier League. We need to be beating your Cities and your Liverpools to win the Premier League. If Pepe can't perform against these lot, how's he ever going to perform against the big boys? Like, he isn't.
Roxington says we're making it too easy for Southampton. Changes needed before halftime.
I mean, we are again, Elneny giving away possession like he did. The possession giveaway just in the box. Then when the volley came in, like what are we doing? We're just giving him the ball, and no one's on the player. Like we're not marking the players properly. We're not moving the ball around properly. We're just fumbling the ball at this point. Like I just.
So already I can see Partey in for Elneny. Already I can see Lacazette in from Ketia. Already I can see Saka in for Pepe. I think 5 subs are allowed in this competition.
Yeah, I think 5 subs are. I mean, yeah, I agree. Elneny's played awful. Like up to now. I think Xhaka has been better. So I'd bring off El Neni for Partey. I agree. And then I think we need to get Nketiah off. Like, I'm sorry, he's not doing anything to help the team at all. And this is what's going to really annoy me as well. Like, again, Balogun's going to be haunting Nketiah because Balogun's like on the door of playing as third choice striker.
Yeah.
So Nketiah needs to perform, and he just isn't. So this is where you've got to ask the question to Mikel Arteta and his staff and like Edu, why are we choosing Nketiah? Why are we not selling him for £30 million to West Ham, which is well over his worth, but we're not keeping Balogun? Like, I don't get that. West Ham offered 20, I think it was like 25 million pound. I'd have taken that out like any day of the week for Nketiah.
Yeah.
That's loads more than I'd have taken 15 million.
Just imagine if you got that kind of money for him and then got that, was it 25, 30 million for Niles? All of a sudden you'd have had a bit of money to spend.
Well, that could have bought a WAR, like 60 million pound for a WAR. That's virtually like the Nketiah and the Maitland-Niles deal. Like
Willian and Cedric left side again, pass, no communication, literally no communication.
I gave up with Willian. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just give up because I think he's just lazy at this point. I agree with what you said earlier, that he's too comfortable. The issue is, to make a player uncomfortable, you've got to drop him when he plays bad. And Willian's still playing. He's still being started in games like this when he's not performing at all.
Yeah.
Like, how can Arteta justify Willian starting today? Like, that's what I want to know. What reason is Willian allowed to play today?
So what I would have done is I've had Willian and Nketiah on the bench in case we get a couple of goals, then bring them on.
I would have, like, I'd have started Balogun today. I think this is a perfect game for Balogun to perform. And I've again, not started
Willian.
So
since he played 90 minutes less than 12 hours ago, it's not possible.
Yeah, when you look at that, yeah. But, you know, if we're being honest, Arteta, if he wanted to play Balogun today, he goes to Steve Baldwin, the under-23 team, and says he's playing for the first team tomorrow. So
yeah, don't play
him. You ain't playing him. Like, he's my player today.
Misplaced pass from Leno, almost got cut out.
I mean, I knew Balogun wasn't going to play when he played last night. I think we all knew that. So
yeah. And that was the first time we had like a completely like under-23s team for a while, because Saliba's been playing for them.
They've been on a break as well. I think their last game was 18th of December, so they've had a long break.
Yeah, the likes of Socrates have been playing there. Smith Rowe, Martinelli, all of them getting chances in the under-23s.
What I want to see. We know, so Balogun's last two games in under-23s, against Leicester, he scored a goal, and against Brighton in the 5-0 win, he scored a hat-trick. So he scored 4 in the last 2. I want to see Nketiah play 2 games for the under-23s, and I want to see how many goals he scores. That's what I want to see. I want to see, can he do well
the top scorer for... Nketiah, he will score goals in the under-23s, but that's his level, unfortunately. You see how he performs for England. Is it under-23s team? He always scores 5 goals, 4 goals every single game. But here,
the funniest thing about the under-21s as well is I watch the highlights, because I obviously like to see like him play and the other Arsenal players that are play for the under-21. Yeah. And yes, he scores like 2 goals a game, but the amount of chances Nketiah misses as well. Like, he could have a solid 5 goals a game, and he just misses. Like, he misses penalties. He's offside all the time. He misses open goals. It's like, so you're missing these chances against under-21s, so it doesn't really matter because you'll still score. But in a pro game against Southampton in the FA Cup, if you miss those chances, you ain't going to get any more. Like, you've got to finish those chances, and he doesn't finish them. So, yeah, even for the under-21s, he isn't really that good. Like, he still misses a lot of chances.
Get to the ball, Pepe blocked. Now, I don't know about Pepe and Willian. I think they should be like dominating this kind of a game.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm wrong, but they're literally doing nothing. Willian is playing better than Pepe. Oh man, that was
I've barely even seen Pepe and Nketiah on the ball, like, at all. Last game, I think it was Newcastle in the FA Cup. I think when Pepe last played, and I gave him. I think he came on like halfway through the game. I gave him like essentially a free day off because he was blocked the whole game. Like he wasn't. It was Palace. Sorry, he wasn't allowed to get in the game. He was blocked. All that stuff. Today, I don't really care if it's the same thing where he's blocked and stuff. He's got to do something. Like you're £72 million. Look at other £72 million signings. Even when they're being bombarded with other teams' defenders, they're still able to pull something out the bag.
Yeah.
Like look at like Cavani. They got him on a free, and look at the goal he scored against Fulham the other day. Like he just spun the player and scored a great goal, and he was free. Like we paid. I was bantering Cavani when he signed for United because I thought he'd play awful.
True. But
he really hasn't. He's been quite good. He's been better than Martial.
Yeah,
I'd take Cavani at Arsenal for a year, any day of the week.
He's a goal scorer.
Yeah, exactly. He's like Aubameyang. He's a clinical goal scorer. He's not a good footballer, but he's he's world-class goal scorer.
Movement in the box, that's what he's perfect with. Like reminds me of Inzaghi back in the days.
And finding like the space to be able to score and stuff, he's really good at.
Yeah. The only thing the reason I was bantering is because of his injuries and because of his age. So I was like, nah, there's no possible way. Like, why did Tottenham sign Bale, for example, and he hasn't played a game?
I mean, I think Tottenham have been really stupid with the Bale move. They apparently paid £25 million just to loan him for the season.
Mm-hmm.
You paid £25 million to sign a player who, when he signed, was injured. So they already couldn't play him for a month because he was injured. And they knew this. He was also very unfit because he'd barely played. So they said that'd take him another month to get back to full fitness. So they bought a player on loan for about 6 months for £25 million, and he's done nothing.
Was it a case of just trying to impress the fans with that buy?
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, look at how gassed the Tottenham fans were when they signed him. Like they were saying he's going to be the best signing in the Premier League this season, and this and that, and
at the airport waiting for him.
And, oh, exactly. Like I don't know where is Bale? Like, what's he doing? Is he playing golf again? Like I don't know where he is.
Doesn't even in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup games, he plays for a few minutes, gets subbed off.
I mean, look at the West Ham game when they drew because of that Lanzini wonder goal. Bale could have won the game. He had an open chance. All he had to do was put it past the keeper. He could have won the game for Tottenham, and he missed it.
Holding and Gabriel looking very shaky again. I've seen Holding give away the ball in the last minute. I've seen Leno give away the ball in the last minute.
I don't think Holding looks good with Gabriel. I think Holding looks better with a Mari or a Luiz, and I think Gabriel looks better with a David Luiz. And I think if you've got to pick one of them, you're going to pick Gabriel because he is the better centre back, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Welcome to Arsenal again. Confidence players. This one wants to play this one.
Oh yeah. What? I've just seen Holding give away the ball again. It's like that's the second time in the last 20 minutes you've given the ball away in the box. Like, what are we doing?
Pepe almost put Martinelli through.
We're basically asking them to score here.
No, if they score a second, then we're in trouble.
I think if they score a second, I think the game's over. I don't think we're going to get back into it. They'll just sit back and defend. They'll play a 5 at the back and just defend because they're not going to want to get knocked out. Again, like I said, a lot of people said Southampton will care more about the league. I actually disagree. I think they're going to care a lot more about the FA Cup because it's a cup run. Southampton will be looking at it and saying Everton are playing well and Arsenal are doing better and Chelsea and this and that. So they're not going to get in the top 6. So they might be saying, if we win the FA Cup, we get a Europa League spot. Let's go for that. We win a trophy. So they're going to want to win the trophy.
Yeah, true. I agree with you. I was kind of imagining they would want the top 6 of the Europa League, but since you can still get in the FA Cup, they could go for that. I mean, 40 minutes gone.
Yeah,
it's
been poor, man. It's been really, really poor. Look at Theo Walcott there. I've just seen Theo Walcott. He think he just missed a chance. He's smiling and he's laughing and he's having a good time. It's like, we're all so glum. And I get we're 1-0 down, but even when we weren't 1-0 down, all the players just look really like upset. They're not having. It's like they're not having fun, kind of thing. It's like they're not enjoying playing football.
The likes of Willian,
I've seen Aubameyang look like this the last few games. Like he looks just really not upset, but just really like he's not on it today. Like he doesn't really want to do his job.
Like doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. Like Pepe is looking like it. Like Nketiah is usually cracking a smile. Even he's looking bored and upset. So it's like, what's again? You've got to then question what's going on in the background. Why are all the players looking so bored and stressed? Like what like is Arteta pushing them too much, or what? Or is it like someone else? Like are the coaches pushing them too much, or what is it?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just feel like it's just poor form, and they know their positions are in trouble. I just don't know. Because Smith Rowe and Saka give me a different vibe from them.
Yeah, exactly. Like Saka's always smart, and Tierney as well. Yeah, he's a bit. He's a Scotsman, so he looks always a bit upset, but he's not. Do you get what I mean? Like he's not kind of thing. Like he's not smiling, but you can tell he's happy and he's having a good time.
Free kick. Pepe gives away a stupid free kick outside the box.
Oh, wait for the 2-0.
Ward-Prowse territory.
Wait for the 2-0. I see him scoring.
Ward-Prowse territory. It's a free kick. It's a free kick for Southampton. Pray. Anyone watching this, pray. Just pray. That guy is dangerous.
I think I'm just about to watch the free kick being given. I'm a little bit behind. Oh yeah, he's just bodied the player, and he.
The guy is an expert at free kicks. You don't give Southampton free kicks outside the box. You rather give them a penalty.
The thing is as well, like even there, the Southampton player, he dived. Let's be honest. Yeah, it was a foul, but he like
you're giving the referee a chance to make a decision.
Exactly.
Anyway.
He like screamed and stuff. But Southampton are going to be looking at it and saying, "We want to win free kicks. Like we if we get free kicks, we can score from them. So let's win free kicks."
Yeah.
Like whereas Arsenal, we don't really want to win free kicks because we have good free kick takers, but they just can't take free kicks. They have the best free kick taker in the world for me. Or one of the best.
For Arsenal, I've seen Aubameyang score a free kick for us. Lacazette has scored a free kick for us. Pepe has scored a couple. Xhaka scored maybe 4 or something.
Yeah.
Willian has scored so many free kicks at Chelsea recently. Who else am I forgetting?
Nelson. Ozil could score a free
kick
when he was there.
Yeah. Nelson used to score free kicks for the under-23s team. So why every time we get a free kick, we end up giving Ceballos, David Luiz? I have no reason. I just don't understand why.
What I think upsets me, like I remember the Lacazette free kick goal. I think it was his last free kick against Napoli. I think it was the quarterfinal of the Europa League when we lost to Chelsea. Like I remember that game. I went into that game thinking, "Oh, Napoli are going to destroy us. They're a good team, this and that." And when Lacazette just scored that free kick, I was like, "Okay, the game's over. We've already won." Like we haven't even played the home leg, but I just knew at that point they weren't coming back from that. Like they did not expect us to score that, and we did. So a free kick for me is always a special moment. It's like it takes such skill to score a free kick. So anyone who can do it.
Cedric again, 3 poor crosses into the box again. I don't know. Are you seeing us scoring? Are you seeing how we're going to score in this game?
Absolutely not. I don't see it at all.
I don't see any creativity from Pepe and Willian. Nketiah is not giving any of them any opportunity to give him a pass. They are trying to cover Martinelli as much as possible. We are not getting any corners.
I don't know. Like we're not. It's like it's just so similar to the Crystal Palace game where you just don't see how we're going to score. But the difference is Southampton have scored, so they're going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the Cedric crosses are awful. I mean, look at Kyle Walker-Peters again, the ex-Tottenham player. He's sat there laughing and smiling and stuff. Like he's enjoying this. He's beating Arsenal, his old club's biggest rival. He's absolutely loving this. But then you look at Bellerin. He just looks really glum and upset. It's like, what? Why do the Southampton players have more of a mentality to win than Arsenal Football Club?
Please tell me. Now, we are champions of this competition, remember, as well. You're supposed to be motivated.
We've won I think we're third in that most trophies won by any club in England, only behind United and Liverpool. So, every single trophy, no matter what it is, but whether it be Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, whatever, we should go in there and say, we're Arsenal Football Club, we're going to win this, or we're going to at least try our hardest to. and we're not even trying at this point. Like we're just all glum and as if we've already given up. We're already accepting defeat.
So halftime, Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. Gabriel on goal. As WSL said, he blames El Neni for that and not Gabriel. He was trying to clear the ball, but it's not looking good for a couple of players. The players we expected to perform today, not expected, but we were hoping would perform. The likes of El Neni and Pepe, still nothing from them yet. So halftime 1-0. What changes should we make? Would you make a sub at halftime right now?
Yeah, I'd make 2. I'd bring Partey on. I mean, let's be honest with Partey. Yes, he played the game against Newcastle, but he did come off quite early. So he should be able to play today and then play on Tuesday as well. Like he's a world-class footballer. That's what world-class footballers do. You know, they shouldn't be rested every game. So I'd get him on for El Neni and let him play today and Tuesday. And then I'd also bring off Nketiah because yes, Pepe and Willian are playing poorly, but Nketiah has barely even touched the ball. He's not in the box when he should be.
He's not a threat, yeah.
He's like Southampton are looking at him and saying, well, we're not bothered about you. Like you're not going to hurt us in any way, shape or form. So we'll just leave you alone. And they have left him alone and he's done nothing. So you've got to get Lacazette on, I think, for... or what I would do maybe is put Martinelli in the middle and bring on a new winger. So maybe like a Saka and then move Martinelli in the middle. Because I think Martinelli, look at the goal he scored against Chelsea last year when he skinned Kante and tapped it through the goalkeeper. He runs at the box. What Arsenal need to do more is less crossing and just run at the box. When Tierney ran at the box against West Brom, we scored. When Smith Rowe, Lacazette and Saka ran at the box against West Brom, we scored. So we need to run at the box more. And that we have players who can do it. We have your Martinellis who will run at the box and will score goals. Yeah. So we need to utilise that and put him down the middle and let him run at the box.
Yeah. Seriously, see the way Smith Rowe created that chance for Saka the other day and the way Pepe and Willian are playing today, they have a long way to go. Hi Mel, J90 says absolutely shocking. Other than Martinelli, everyone gets a 0. Everyone gets a 0.
I agree. Other than Martinelli, Leno, and probably, just them two. Martinelli and Leno, everybody gets a 0. They've all been really cool.
Cedric is our most is the player that we are seeing most in the Arsenal team today. I really wish it was Tierney. Just imagine if you give Tierney those many opportunities to cross the ball. Then
what I will say is a lot of people are going to say, oh, you know, Cedric's inconsistent. He had one good game and everybody was gassing him up and this and that. What I will say about Cedric is he's right-footed. He's playing on left back, so he's going to struggle with crosses at the end of the day. He is. It's why Maitland-Niles struggled, because he's not a left-footed player and he's been forced to play in his position that he doesn't play in. So again, you've got to look at it and say, why don't we have a backup left back? Like, why did we get rid of Kolasinac? Kolasinac was awful, but we didn't replace him with anybody else. So we need to look at that and say, why did we not replace him? And then we've also got to look at it and say, look at Cedric's chances, and you've got to say, if that was on the right back and he was right-footed, would he done any better than on those crosses? And I would say yes. So, you know, Maitland-Niles, a lot of people said, oh, yeah, but it's not his position. So you've got to give him some, you've got to cut him some slack. And then you've got to cut Cedric slack because, again, he doesn't play left back. So, but he still gets a 0. You know, he's still played poorly, but yeah.
Nketiah, though, I don't know. You know, Nketiah, for me, needs to be coming on when you're 3-0 ahead, not when we are looking for a goal or starting the game, because do you feel like defenders get worried when they see Nketiah playing against them?
Well, no. Again, what Nketiah is known for is scoring against under-21 teams. This Southampton team is going to look at that and say, well, we're not under-21 players. You know, we're senior players for our international teams and senior players for our clubs. He's not a worry. Let's be honest, they've ignored him. They haven't even tried to stop Nketiah because they know he's not going to do anything. If they stop the wings, which is what they've done, Nketiah will do nothing because he can't score without a winger crossing it in. And they know that. So again, you've got to look at Arteta and you've got to say, you know, Mr. Arteta, that Nketiah is a fox in the box. He's a poacher. which means Southampton are going to know the same thing, and they're going to stop the wings and stop the supplying, which is going to completely shut him down. So you've got to look at Nketiah as a player, and you've got to say, why is he at Arsenal Football Club? If Nketiah is only good when you bring him on at 3-0, he should not be third choice striker, because a third choice striker or a second choice striker is a striker that comes on when your main striker's not playing well, and he wins the game for you. You know, again, look at Cavani for Man United. Martial's their main striker, but Cavani comes on and scores a goal. Nketiah ain't doing that. Like, he's just not doing any of that right now.
That is what I was very worried about. I didn't want this game to turn out like the Newcastle FA Cup game, where we were struggling in the first half. And I know people have been crying for where is Nelson, but Nelson and Willock were terrible against Newcastle in the FA Cup game. So was Pepe and Willian. So I didn't want it to turn out that way. But the good thing for us that day, Newcastle cannot score a goal. Carroll was awful, but today we've gotten a team that can create chance after chance for themselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's be honest, we're lucky to even be in this round right now. If Carroll would have scored those chances, it'd have been Newcastle playing against Southampton today. So we've got to look at that and say, we didn't even deserve to get to this stage. So is it now the end? Like, are we now going
until we made subs?
Without us changing anything from the Newcastle game, and in fact playing a worse team than we played against Newcastle, are we going to be made to pay for that? And I think right now we are being made to pay for it.
That day against Newcastle, we had to bring on subs to save us. That was Saka, Smith-Rowe, Lacazette. Xhaka also came on and saved us kind of in that game. So Xhaka, I remember that pass to Tierney that day. Then Tierney crossed for Aubameyang. Those guys saved us in that game. So it's looking like the same thing today. We're having to depend on the bench again.
I mean, HJ Nanty just said bring Partey, Saka and Laka on now. I agree. I think all three of them need to come on, or at least two of them.
Now. At least two of them, man. Who will be the first two you take off?
100% Partey needs to come on for El Neni, and 100% Nketiah needs to get off. So whether you take Nketiah off for Lacazette, or whether you do what I think should do and put Martinelli down the middle and bring on Saka. So what I would do is I'd put Pepe in the number 10. I think not Pepe, sorry, Willian, because I think that's already where he's playing. I'd put Pepe on the right wing, Saka on the left wing, and then Martinelli up front, and you take off Nketiah.
I'm not convinced with Willian and Pepe, man. Really not convinced. We just don't have Smith-Rowe on the bench.
Is Smith-Rowe on the bench? I don't think he is he?
No, he's not. I wish he was.
Exactly. Like, this is the issue, right? So if Willian is playing in the number 10 role, which I think he is, who do you bring on for him if he plays poorly? You're going to bring on Matt Ryan? Because we've got two keepers.
Anyone who has 2 feet. Anyone who has 2 feet.
We've got two keepers on the bench. So
I'd rather bring on Matt Ryan for Willian.
If our number 10, which is Willian, isn't performing, and we know we don't have a good number 10 other than Smith-Rowe, how can you replace Willian if he doesn't play poorly? This, to me, is Arteta being blind to the fact that Willian is really rubbish, because Willian hasn't been performing at all. He's still starting games. And the worst thing is, Arteta hasn't even given like a backup in case Willian's bad. Like, he's sat there and expected Willian to play well. Like,
maybe Saka.
I wouldn't say he's a good number 10. You know, he's a winner.
Maybe he's putting Saka on the bench to be cover for both Pepe and Willian, hoping not both of them are poor in the same game. But obviously,
again, like the poor thing is, an ideal football club has senior players like Willian and Pepe who play every single game, score goals, get assists, etc. And they have young players like Saka and Smith-Rowe that come on mid-game to support. We're the exact opposite. We have young players that are carrying the team and senior players who can't perform. Like, it should be the other way around.
I never thought it would be that way. There's a time we were making lineups for the Europa League, and that's where you'd find Sakas and Smith-Rowes and the likes of Pepe in the league. But these days, if you ask me, like, I realized how many players we have. We have like close to 40 players, because every time, like today, those 20 players we've mentioned, we've not mentioned the likes of Nelson and all those other players, Aubameyang, Tierney, who are not here today, Socrates, also the one who left. We literally had close to 40 players. And how many of those 40 players were good enough?
Well, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even. I'd only name about probably 15, if anything. And
Well, those
I've just
15,
I've
you'll be
just
struggling
remembered.
to mention them.
I've just
Yeah.
remembered who is the number 10 replacement. It's probably Willock. Yet we know Willock is
Mm,
not number 10. He's more of a number 8. He's more of like a Danny Ceballos who he's a box to box. He's like a Partey. Not as good as
yeah.
Partey, but he plays that similar area. Like if you're going to bring him on as a number 10, you're making a mistake because Willock is not a number 10. Like he's even said it himself. When he played for under 23s, he was not a number 10. He was a number 8, like an Aziz or a Ben Cottrell.
Yeah. I mean, do you get confident when Willock comes in the pitch?
Absolutely not. Like I don't think
Exactly.
I don't think
So
anything
for me,
changes.
no way.
Nothing
Those
changes.
guys should be coming on when we are 4-5 nil ahead, not when we are trying to look for a goal. You're trying to look for a goal and
Exactly.
you have Willian, Pepe, Willock. No, those
Nketiah,
guys should
like
be playing when you're comfortable.
yeah.
Nketiah, no, I
Oh,
don't think so. So
Pepe should be playing every single game because he should be that good, but he's just not performing. But yeah, like Willock and Nketiah. I mean, again, if Willock and Nketiah are only good when you're 4-0 up, you've got to think, are they good enough to play for us? Especially on the bench. Like
they
you've got to
should be
then.
loaned out.
I think Nketiah, we need to sell him. I think we have a better striker in the youth project, whether it be Balogun, whether it be that Moller guy, that Swedish. That, I don't know. I don't fully know his name, but he's Swedish.
Yeah,
He's meant to be really good. You know, we have Tyrese John Jules who's on loan. Like people forget about him, but he's on loan. He's looking really good. He's scoring a lot of goals, I think, for his loan. So we have players that can replace Nketiah.
yeah,
So we need to look at it and say, do we replace him? And same thing with Willock. We have your Ben Cottrells, your Aziz, your Karajans in the youth team who are getting to the age now where they need to be breaking into the first team. So you've got to then think, is it worth getting rid of Willock and bringing in one of them? Because Willock will get we'll get a decent amount of money for, and people forget that Hale End isn't just for making world-class players. It's about making money.
yeah,
It's about
yeah.
building up these young players and selling them off. So we need to do more of that. I think we're relying on Hale End too much to produce world class players when it isn't. You know, you're not going to get a Saka every single time. Saka's like 1 in 100. So we need to start picking out players and saying we're going to build you up and sell you off.
HJ90 is actually right. I mean, Arsenal Academy Twitter have just posted a video of Balogun, like literally the the halftime whistle went and they posted that, like literally trolling the main team. Like, yeah, actually playing Katie and we have Balogun. They literally just, we're being trolled by our own team. Our
Yeah,
own team, we are
Nikolai
trolling
Moller.
ourselves.
Yeah, Nikolai
We are
Moller. That's
trolling
the Swedish
ourselves.
guy. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, look. Let's be honest. I don't know if you know this, but the Arsenal Twitter, like the guy who runs it, is a Southampton fan. So he today is probably going to be like laughing that he gets to run the Arsenal Twitter while his team are beating us. Like it's a joke. It's an absolute joke that we have a Southampton fan as our Twitter handler. But
do they actually do that? Why would they actually do that?
obviously he doesn't, you know, he obviously posts Arsenal stuff, but apparently he's a Southampton fan. And that's what I'm saying. Like any Arsenal fan, let's be honest, any Arsenal fan would love to do the job of running the Arsenal Twitter. Like I'd do it. It'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Because we get exclusive, you get exclusive videos and stuff like that. So it's like any Arsenal fan would do it. So why do you hire a Southampton fan to do it? Like why?
Do you think you'd be too emotional running that account?
Yeah, I think
Maybe show your emotions too much for Arsenal fans.
I don't think I'd be allowed to run it, especially. I think I'd probably end up swearing at Willian a few times. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like there's surely an Arsenal fan out there that isn't emotional and can run it properly. Like why are we getting Southampton fans to do it, man?
Yeah, you're being trolled by our own academy, So do you still think we have a chance of winning this game?
You got to look at Mr. Arteta. You've got to say to him, you're going to bring on any subs? If not, you know, are you forfeiting the match? Because this team right now, this 11, is not going to score, or he's not going to beat this Southampton team. We know this. He's got to make
Already I can
changes.
see Nketiah is coming. He's still on. I can see literally everyone.
I bet he doesn't make any changes because I think this is just Arteta like perfectly. He won't make any changes. We'll score a really, really late goal, go to extra time, and just beat them.
Do you think that's what he thinks? Because for me, if it stays like this until the 60th minute, it's looking like 2-0 to Southampton.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Southampton are going to be going out and saying, you know, like a Newcastle will score 1-0 and they defend the lead. Southampton are going to say, nah, let's go and score another one. Let's put it to bed. Let's just end it. And we've got to look out for this. And this is why we put ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation, because we've now got to score and defend against Ward-Prowse, Adams, Ings. It's like we've really messed up here. Like we really started off poorly, and I think we're going to end up being made to, you know, pay for that.
Someone needs someone.
Well,
I hope someone has
shown.
I hope someone has shown Katie the video on Twitter, because I really hope he scores, but he's under so much pressure right now. Like if you see the replies on that tweet, like who needs Nketiah? Get out of my club, Nketiah. Balogun should be playing today, not Nketiah. So clearly people are not liking him.
I don't think we've made any substitutes, have we?
We've not made any substitutes. It's still the same, and they're already on the attack again.
This has got to be a joke, man. Like seriously, like again, I'm going to keep saying Arteta because today it's his fault if we lose. Like you've just watched 45 minutes of this team get battered by Southampton, and you decide to do the same thing again. Like I don't know if you know, you heard like what insanity is. It's where you do something over and over again and expect a different outcome. This is literally what we're doing right now. We're doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something different. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like playing Willian every single game isn't going to change anything. Oh yeah,
well, They better win the game. I mean, I don't want to go out in the fourth round of the FA Cup.
Again, I'm sending Arteta slack, I'm sending Nketiah slack, all this and that. I don't want them to fail in any way, shape or form. I want them to prove me wrong. But right now, I'm going to criticize them because they deserve it. So there's certain fans out there that want, you know, they really don't like certain players and they don't want them, you know, they want them out of the club. For me, it's like, other than Willian, I want them all to prove me wrong. Willian, I just want him gone. Let's be honest.
Another Ward-Prowse delivery coming up, WSL. Oh no.
This is really, really fun, isn't it?
I don't know how. So Southampton never used to be this good. They literally just like 2 seasons ago, like since their 9-0 defeat, they just picked up. Okay, they usually used to beat us with the likes of Mane, but so many players left.
Yeah,
and then they usually used to struggle against all the other teams. But now, like
Liverpool's like Southampton's actually the breeding ground for Liverpool good players like Van Dijk, Mane, you know, all these lots. So they get riddled by Liverpool. But yeah.
Oh no, man. Pepe, look, Pepe.
What's he done now?
He had the chance to get past the defender. I don't know if you saw. Did you see Bertrand Traore getting past De Bruyne that day? There's a way he got past De Bruyne in the game against Villa City.
Yeah.
Just wait and see. Pepe had like similar position, and then he falls down. Why would you fall down, man?
I'm just watching the Ward-Prowse free kick. Straight into
the 50 people watching right now. I'm afraid I'm this close to giving up on Pepe. This close.
I've already given up. Like I'm sick of him already, man. I've given him so many chances. Like I really want him to succeed. Out of any player, I want him to be the one because he really has talent. And I think that if he leaves and goes to like a French team or a Spanish team, he's going to play really, really well. But for Arsenal, I don't see it for Arsenal right now. I don't think he's going to succeed in the Premier League. I don't think the Premier League's his kind of like league. I think it's too physical for him.
Oh, you can't even see it's too physical. Why would you fall down? There's no physicality involved in you falling down.
Yeah.
Or shooting the ball off target every time.
To answer Russ Venom's question, which is if Arsenal go out, should Arteta be sacked? I'd say yes. They won't sack him. So I guess the answer is no, if we're being honest. But yeah, I think we have to sack him because, look, when you win a trophy, the main goal next season is to retain it. Like, look at Liverpool right now. They won the Premier League and they aren't retaining it. So people are going to question Klopp. So Arteta needs to be questioned because we want to win the FA Cup again. It's our, it's our trophy. It's literally called the Emirates FA Cup, and we're sponsored by Fly Emirates. So it's our trophy. So we have to win it. we have to retain it. It's our trophy. We need to strengthen that lead. Like, and have how many times you've won it. We need to make it longer.
Oh no, they are through again 1-on-1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they hit the bar. They hit the post. Just make substitutions right now. I can't take this anymore seriously.
Leno needs a pair of glasses, man. He's got the sun in his eyes.
You cannot give Ings another chance like that. He will score next time. Literally, we just, oh my goodness.
I think I'm
They
just
literally
about to
hit
watch
the
him
post. How is that ball getting through that easily, man?
Yeah, that's what I want to mention. One thing I don't like about Leno, and I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the goalkeeping coach and Arteta. Whenever Leno, you see the goalkeeper right there. He got the ball and booted it out, and it got them on the attack. It went straight through the Arsenal line. When do you see Leno ever doing that? Never. Whenever he gets the ball in a position their goalkeeper got it, he passes it to the defender. So it's slow, methodical build-up. What Martinez did, and I think he wasn't supposed to do this, but he did it anyway, is he booted the ball forward. And I think there was 1 or 2 times when we scored from a Martinez goal kick or like from a Martinez kick. So we need to see Leno do that. Like I want to see him do that because a goal kick can be that can genuinely get you a goal. Like there's some goalkeepers who've scored from goal kicks. Like
sometimes I wonder what managers look at, because it's 51 minutes now, heading into 51 minutes. Southampton are clearly looking like they're trying to get the second goal.
Yeah,
why are you waiting for? Are you waiting to concede the second goal? That thing always baffles me, like the way manager always sit down and wait for you guys to concede a second goal for him to make a sub. I usually don't understand that tactic. Like, just make the subs right now, get the job done, and then plan for the next game. They always say take it by a game at a time. Like, just make the subs, because right now it should have been Southampton too.
Just look at the way they're moving the ball, though. Like they're just. It's like it's nice to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like as an Arsenal fan, it isn't, but as a Southampton fan or a neutral, Southampton are playing really good football. Like they're like it's silky passes and movement. It's like where you look at Arsenal, we can't even pass a ball properly.
Yeah, man, I don't understand.
What is going on?
And they're the most experienced players: Pepe, Willian.
Well, exactly. Like nobody can blame the youth today. What player is a youth player other than Nketiah? No one. There's like one player that's a youth player. Saka's not there. Smith Rowe's not there.
Who's captain today, by the way? Is it Bellerin?
Probably, yeah. I think it is Bellerin. It will be Bellerin or Xhaka, maybe.
Takona. Can you take advantage
it's
of
Bellerin,
this seriously?
Yeah.
Mastermind says we won't give up on Pepe. I mean, what does he do though? Like, this guy gets a shot on his stronger foot every single time, puts it off target. When he takes a corner, we're about to see an Arsenal corner. Usually 90% of the times it's a poor corner from him. Confidence is not there. As WSL say, they look like they're bored. They don't want to be playing. The energy is just wrong. Like, I just don't understand, man.
The worst thing about Pepe is, if you remember the Vitoria game in last season's Europa League, I think we were like 1-0 down against Vitoria. I think the ex-Tottenham player Marcus Edwards scored.
2-1 down.
Two free. Yeah, it was 2 free kicks. If you remember that, he came on about 70 minutes in, got a free kick, scored it, and then about 10 minutes later got another free kick and scored it. I remember that game, and I said that this is Pepe awakening now. Like this is him, getting into his groove. And then he got dropped the next game. I'm like, I will say with Pepe is he hasn't been given just like enough time to prove himself, but at the same time, he isn't proving. Like, he's not doing anything about it. Like he's got to give a reason to play more. So it's kind of like you've got to look at it in two ways. But I agree. I don't think Arsenal will give up on him. I think they should, but I don't think they will. Because we're not like a Chelsea who just they're ruthless. Like Chelsea are completely ruthless, and that's why they succeed.
That thing of not getting more chance. I mean, this guy complained during the last international break.
Yeah, exactly. He complained.
He played against Leeds, and he got a red card.
He got a red card. Yeah, exactly.
So things like that, man. I know someone like Shaka has gotten way too many chances, but we are not in a position to give another player that many chances again, man. It's already that time for him, and our two substitutions are coming up now.
Okay, thank God. Let me guess. Is it going to be Willock and Runason?
Maybe, you know, but Randerson can actually play better than Willian in that position. Maybe you just need
I
to find their
genuinely wouldn't be
positions.
shocked. I genuinely wouldn't be
I,
shocked.
I'll tell you though, Partey is one of them. And
Oh,
let
thank
us see
God.
the other one.
He's got to be an attacking player, surely. He's got to get an attacking player on this pitch now. He's got to. And if it's Willock, I'm going to be infuriated because he's not going to bring anything to the table.
Oh, let's see. There's a possibility you could see
Oh
someone
yeah,
like that.
I see Partey. I think it's Saka. Yeah, it's Saka. I've just seen it now. He's getting ready. That's promising.
Is that not? I hope it
Yeah,
is. I hope it's not
I think it.
Willock.
I know Partey. I think it was Saka. I could only see his haircut, and it looked like
You
Saka.
think you're hoping it is Saka. Your brain
I
is
really
telling you
hope.
it is
I
Saka.
really hope
It
it's
is
Saka.
Saka.
It
I'm
probably will
telling
be.
you.
It will be Willock, probably. But I'm seeing Saka. Like I'm just seeing it, even though it might not be.
You see, every time when Martinelli goes down or Saka, the way like
Another poor
you
pass there
fear,
from
like
Holding.
you get like you start thinking about, oh no, he's getting
Oh,
an
that was a nice
injury.
spin from Pepe there, actually.
But when Pepe falls down though like that, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
feel like
exactly. Like it was a really nice spin, but did he actually get fouled there, or did he?
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see. I'm just seeing it closer. Oh, he
He
didn't even
got
get
a yellow
fouled.
card.
He touched the ball. That was so stupid.
Steven got a yellow card. So I'll just saying, like, when
Wait, he
Saka
did
and
kick him.
Martinelli go down, I get concerned. But when Pepe and William go down, I'm just like, whatever.
Well, I'll be honest. In a really horrible way, when Willian goes down, I'm slightly happy because it just means we can't play him. It's like we're forced not to play him.
Yeah, I don't see
Like,
how you're going to
obviously, I
get a
don't want any
goal.
player to get injured, but if any player has to get injured, I'm picking Willian.
I'm struggling to see how we're going to get a goal. We actually needed 4 subs at once.
I mean, hopefully, Saka can bring that little bit of spice that he's so well known for. I mean, let's be honest. If Nketiah is still the striker, Saka won't be able to do anything because Saka will not be able to get Nketiah
Yeah,
to
man.
score.
Why didn't he bring Lacazette? I wanted Lacazette on.
I don't even think Messi could get Nketiah to score. Like, genuinely, I don't think Nketiah is good enough at this point. He really isn't good enough. He needs to play in a league like the Championship where poachers succeed. But the Premier League, you can't poach. It just doesn't work.
It was Saka. I have good news. It was Saka.
Oh, thank God.
Whew. El Neni off for Partey. This is not the El Neni game. El Neni is there when you're leading 2-1, not when you're trying to get
I think
the
El
goal.
Neni looks. Every time he's looked awful, he's playing with Xhaka, and whenever he looks good, he's playing with Partey. So I think we need to see him with Partey.
Martinelli has gone off.
Oh my God! So he's kept on Willian, Pepe, and Nketiah, but taken off Martinelli, who is the best player. Yeah, Partey is coming on now. I don't know what's happened to Glenn, guys, but you could deal with me for a while. Guys, now that you've seen that Saka and Partey are coming on, put your score predictions from this point on in the comments, and I'll read a few of them out if you want. Saka's already on the ball, look. He's already doing more work than Willian has today. Good little move there between him and Nketiah. Oh, came close there. Block from Bednarek, though. As soon as Saka comes on, Nketiah already looks better. Look at that. Instantly. Yeah, nice little back heel there from Saka, actually. That was quite good. Welcome back. Yeah,
Seriously, it seems like the Wi-Fi even got a shock that Martinelli went off. That it just collapsed. Like, oh no.
I don't know if you've just seen the Nketiah chance, but he came really close, and Holding did as well, just over the bar.
I want goals, man. I want goals.
I mean, so like Nketiah instantly looked better when Saka came on there. Like instantly, he looked better. He had a great shot, but it was blocked, and then Holding just
But why
over the bar.
Martinelli? Why is that? If it's Martinelli because of the injury, then he shouldn't have started. He should have come on. I don't understand. Because
Well,
I need that Martinelli threat in the last few minutes.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, last 5 or so minutes, he's really good. Holding there, what I will say is he came close, but why is he smiling and laughing after he missed? We're 1-0 down. Like, if we're 3-0 up, that's all good, but we're 1-0 down, Holding. It's not a laughing matter, bro. We're about to lose. Like, we need to score that. Like, he was open. He has to score that, or at least put it on target. And I'm not hearing this, oh, yeah, but he's a centre-back. Well, in that case, why is he there then? Like,
I just realized that I still have the halftime banner on there.
Yeah, I just realized that.
It still feels like halftime though, like we've done nothing there.
Well, exactly. It's like it's just nothing different. It's just the same thing as like the only difference I'm seeing right now is we've swapped sides. That's about it. I mean, look, you just put yourself in the shoes of Thomas Partey, right? You've just signed from Atletico Madrid for £45 million. Atletico Madrid are now winning the league in La Liga, and you're losing against Southampton. Like, there's levels in that. Like, you're a world-class box-to-box midfielder, and you've just left a team who are winning their league, and you're losing against Southampton. Like, it's really upsetting to see that, because you've got to think, like, what some of the conversations he and his agent must have. Like, he's probably wishing he could go back to Madrid right now.
Yeah, he's definitely wishing. His team is top of the table over there. How would you come to Arsenal? I don't even understand.
I mean, if Lucas Torreira gets a La Liga winners medal and Thomas Partey left to join Arsenal, that's a mockery.
Pick banter.
That's. Someone said Arsenal will progress.
Hey, I'm hoping you're right. 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes to go.
I don't see us progressing much more with this manager. I think he's done well. Don't get me wrong. The FA Cup win was glorious. You know, everybody enjoyed that. But I don't think he can take us any further than that. Like right now, I think for Arteta, I think the best thing for him is to go and get a job in like the Championship or like the Scottish League. Like look at Steven Gerrard. He's got a job in the Scottish League. He's winning the league with Rangers, something that hasn't happened in 10 years or something like that, like 10 seasons. So he's gonna got that experience and that winning experience. So I think Arteta needs to do the same. Like go and get some winning experience and then come back in a few years.
Do you think Gerrard can become Liverpool manager in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, I think yes. But I don't know. Like some people are saying he should be manager now. Like, yeah, Klopp's having a poor stint, but it's Jurgen Klopp. He's a world-class manager, so you can't just get rid of him like that.
He's a good manager. I see those young players in the team. Literally, recently, they've been losing games and drawing, but sometimes you look at Van Dijk and anyone replacing him, there's literally no difference. Like, everyone is such a hard worker in the team.
There's only one player, I think, that could replace Van Dijk, and that's Sergio Ramos. And, you know, I mean, like Liverpool ain't getting him. So
they usually play Henderson and Fabinho midfielders at centre-back positions. Just imagine if we put Shaq and El Neni at centre-back.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like you've got to look at the levels. Like, yes, people are bantering them, but if that was your club, how good would you be doing? Like, if you had to play your midfielders in centre-back, how good would you be doing?
Just imagine.
Like, imagine Fred and McTominay in centre back for Man United. They'd be like 19th. Like, there's just levels to it. I think Liverpool will come back. I don't think they'll win the league. I think that's City's to win, but I think they'll come back.
This shadow on the pitch and the sunlight on one side is really bothering me, by the way.
Yeah, Leno's already had the sun in his eyes. I think he needs like a baseball cap or like some glasses or something.
63 minutes gone, WSL. Oh no. Can anyone else come on?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Got Lacazette.
Check out Saka. He won't score a goal.
Take off Nketiah and bring on Lacazette or get rid of Willian or something.
Both. I don't care.
Yeah, look, I've just seen a stat here. Arsenal attacking thirds. I think 45% down the left, 47% on the right, and 15% down the middle. Why are we not attacking down the middle more? Like, we've attacked down the both wings multiple times this 64 minutes, and we haven't scored. So we need to change it up. Let's go down the middle. Bring Lacazette on and go down the middle.
Yeah, we had El Neni, Willian, and
he's
Getty
just
in the
doing
middle.
he's just doing the same thing again, where he's just
Let's
going
be
down the
honest.
wings. Oh, I've just seen Thomas Partey blast it over the bar. Again, as I said last time, at least he's attempting it. Yes, he needs to work on them, but at least he's attempting it.
Yeah.
It's better than what Nketiah has done this 64 minutes of play.
They are through again. Oh no, they are through again. Oh no. Oh, we were lucky there. Very, very lucky.
I've just seen Nketiah do something so oblivious where they were taking a goal kick and Nketiah ran at him. Like he was, Nketiah knows, doesn't he, that you can't do that while you're in the box. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, simple, genuine little football rules, and he's getting them wrong. Like, come on, man. Like, no Arsenal footballer's doing that ever, other than you. Oh yeah, I've just seen that pass. What? Like, look at that pass, man. He just passed it straight through 3 players. Straight through. And then Cedric's not there on the fullback position. Like,
I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel very, very, very nervous. Like, we need Lacazette. I don't know why. What is he waiting for? Just bring on Lacazette.
No, exactly. Like not even to banter HJ90's comment about Pepe, but like players have to. You can't bring a player on in the 85th minute and expect him to score because they need a little bit of time to get in the game. So get him on now. Like just get him on. Get him into it. Like get him into the game. But he's just wasting time. Like right now, perfect would be bringing on Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe could open up this game, or even like a Tierney, but we don't have them. So again, yes, I agree that they should be rested, but at the end of the day, I'm not the manager. Arteta makes the decisions, and he made the wrong decision today by not putting Smith Rowe on the bench.
I can see someone saying Pepe's value is dropping every single game, and I agree. It is like every single time he just keeps frustrating me even more.
I mean, some fans are saying like, "Oh yeah, let's sell him for £50 million." I doubt
£50 million.
I doubt we'd even
get you the chance. Oh no, he missed it.
I doubt we'd even get 30 million. I think I'm about to see this chance. I think it's just about to come up. I mean, it sounds like classic Nketiah again, though, missing a chance.
Very good through pass. Who was that? Was it Saka? Oh my goodness, Shaq, what are you doing, man? This is like the 6th cross you're putting in and it goes straight off.
Gabriel's looked a lot better this half, I'll say.
Russ, I still don't understand why Lacazette is still not on. I'm trying to figure
that was
out
a Saka pass. Oh, he's got to score that, man. Come on. Yeah, he's got the player to his right, but he's got to score that.
Just hit it harder than that.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Just blast it. Like, I mean, it was a good save. Don't get me wrong. Like he stretched out for it, but it's got to be better than that. Let's be honest. Is Lacazette scoring that?
He's at least hitting a harder shot than that.
And what about Balogun? Do you think Balogun will score that?
Yeah, I think Balogun and Aubameyang would score.
Then I think we've got to look at that and say, if Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Balogun are scoring that, why is Nketiah the one playing? That's another question. It's another question, man. I'm gonna keep saying this until I get
as much as it pains me a lot. I'll tell you someone who definitely is scoring that. Son from Tottenham, one-on-one chances. Oh, he does not miss them.
Even
left foot, right foot.
Their third choice striker, that Carlos Vinicius, he's scoring that.
He's scoring that.
Like, look at their third striker in Vinicius and look at ours. Like, the level is so different.
Okay, Arsenal with the ball in the box. Willian. Okay, when Willian with the ball in the box, you don't expect much. Bellerin the cross.
Yeah, I agree with what Russ just said there, that we should have started Lacazette. I completely agree.
I don't understand these crosses we put in. Now we're putting in crosses for Saka and Nketiah when they're up against Benerick and Stevens.
Well, how many times have we had to say this? Like, why are we putting crosses in against a team with tall centre backs? Like, imagine if Vestergaard was playing today as well. Like, he's like 6'5". Like, I don't get it. Like, we did this against Palace. Palace have got 2 massive centre backs, and we put crosses in against them.
Is there VAR here? Because it seems to me like Walker Peters handled the ball.
They can't be. I haven't seen it used once, I don't think. Oh, Saka just blasted it over the bar.
Yeah, that play there, it had a handball somewhere.
No, I think it's at the cross in it. Oh yeah, I think I've just seen it.
Ross says I'm a Leeds fan and Bamford would have scored that.
Yeah, okay. I want to quickly mention that. He just handballed the ball, right? That was a clear handball. Why are none of the Arsenal players getting on at the referee for that? I didn't see a
Lacazette
single
is finally
Arsenal,
coming on.
no Arsenal players complaining about that. Like they've just seen him handle the ball with his hands in the box, and not a single Arsenal player went to the referee and told him about it. It's a joke, man. You watch Henderson would be going straight to the referee there and saying that's a handball, ref. Like, give me the handball. But none of our players are doing it. It's a joke. We don't have the mentality to win. Some of our players just have the mentality of, I just want to get paid this week. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, 20 minutes to go.
That was a bad foul on Pepe as well. That should be a yellow card.
Lacazette is coming on.
Yeah,
Just
like
bring
I
him
was
on
about to say that.
immediately,
Lacazette's coming on.
please. Don't wait for the. I don't care for the next break in play. Just bring him on right now, and the game is going on.
Well,
I can't wait for the next break.
What Russ said about the Leeds loan for Nketiah, I think I've seen Lee Gunner say this. He said that Leeds at the time that he was signed, Bamford was awful. Like, be honest, Leeds fans, Bamford was awful last season for you in the Championship.
Bellerin has gone off for Lacazette.
That's an odd one. But yeah, so like Bamford was really bad. So they needed a striker to come and score goals. If Nketiah couldn't even get in a Championship team, why is he playing for Arsenal? Let's be honest.
So
I've roasted Nketiah this whole game, but like
so that means Saka goes to left back, Cedric goes to right back.
That's stupid, man.
That's
so stupid because Saka was the only one doing anything up front. now look at Lacazette now. Lacazette has got to deal with Willian, Pepe, and Nketiah. Why is Nketiah still on this pitch? Like, seriously.
Well, I'm actually okay with that Bellerin going off because he wasn't even doing anything up front going forward.
Yeah, but if you're going to bring anybody off, would you have first said Bellerin? Like, I wouldn't have
said him.
Yeah, exactly. We still have 2 more subs, I think, if there is 5 subs. So
yeah, and if you go to extra time, you have another one.
He's got time to bring on Willock. Can't wait for that.
We can.
I mean, that's a good question. Who from this point? Who are you going to bring on? Like, who do you bring on?
Now there's no one. Now we have our full team on the pitch now.
I'll also say this: I think Bellerin's starting against Southampton on Tuesday.
Yeah,
if he's just come off.
As I told you,
it's sad, man. Because Cedric hasn't played well today, but let's be honest, he played amazingly against Newcastle. Oh, great passing to Nketiah. He's just not fast enough, though.
Not fast enough. Free kick. Oh no! Come on.
It's another Southampton free kick.
No, it was for us. It was supposed to be for us at least.
Okay. Xhaka's injured. I love that from Xhaka. You can see he's in pain, but he still plays on. Like, he's not bothered about getting off the pitch. He's going to play on all the time.
Wait, have you seen Partey?
Not much. I don't think. I mean, the long shot. That's about it. But I think Partey is that kind of player where you're not meant to see him a lot. He's meant to just do the work, and you're not meant to see it. If you get what I mean.
Sell him.
Oh yeah. Get rid of Partey definitely.
Get rid of Partey.
Oh yeah, that should have been a free kick. But I mean, again though, look, the free kick there, but Partey got straight back up, so he should have stayed down and made a massive fuss out of it. But he didn't.
You see the way these days, whenever United are behind, like in the final 20 minutes, you always feel like they're going to score. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Fernandez is. Oh, Xhaka just fell over.
For us, I don't know.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, right now, I'm thinking it's just going to end 1-0.
Yeah, like
I don't see anybody scoring.
Or 2-0.
I don't know. I think Southampton have seen what we've brought on, and I think they've said, let's defend a bit more. Like, let's just not concede at this point. Because let's be honest, Saka and Lacazette can change a game single-handedly. So,
yeah. You see why I wanted Shrewsbury and Marine in the FA Cup and not Southampton? Because I knew the squad you're going to put, and it's going to be a struggle.
If we get past this, we could have had Charlie, but
Willian with the ball in the box. Oh no. It's a corner though. I thought he actually shot it off target. I was about to curse.
Can't think of anyone worthy of man of the match for Arsenal other than Saka. I agree, Russ, but I wouldn't even say Saka. A man of the match for me has to be Walker Peters for Southampton. He's been amazing.
For us, I'm struggling to see, man.
The cross for the goal, and then he's looked really good, Walker Peters. As I said, he's an ex-Tottenham player. If he's going to perform any day of the season, it's against Arsenal.
Yeah.
And he's done exactly that. He's looked really good.
It's a corner for Arsenal, another short corner, another cross from Cedric, another very, very poor cross again. Seventh time that is happening in this game.
One question: would you take Walker Peters at right back over Bellerin?
Yeah, I would, because I feel like he has some going forward. Bellerin, when Bellerin goes forward, it's like he's surprised to be there. You see the way the body, just the body shape, like when you're about to cross the ball, he always looks like he's scared, like he's not comfortable being there. Like if you see the way Trent and Reece James are there, they always have that body shape of someone who's going forward. And I feel Walker Peters has that. I don't know about his defensive abilities, but I think, the answer is yes.
Yeah. I think as well, again, he's been smiling all game. Look at how many of our players have been smiling. Not one of them. He's been having a great time. He loves, you can see what it is. He loves to win. The guy loves to win. So what was that? What was that cross?
Pepe has given away so many poor passes the last 1 minute.
We just switched play and we almost played it out of the
Lacazette to the ball. Oh.
What was that, man?
Yeah, poor cross again. Those short corners, I don't understand.
Oh, Saka just spun one of the Southampton players. That was nice.
Yeah,
did you see the switch of play there where it almost went out of play until Willian just kept it in? Like, what was that? What was that? The communication. We can't even switch the play.
Pepe, Lacazette. Poor pass from Lacazette again.
This ain't looking good, man. This really ain't looking good.
It's not looking good.
Yep, the cross into nothing. Poor pass. I mean, it was a poor pass from Lacazette, but surely Nketiah could have run onto that. Like Nketiah was in it. I mean, he might have been offside, but surely he could have just done something with it.
Walcott is loving it. He's clearing balls, loving it.
Walcott is about to get he's about to win 2 games against not win, but he's about to get 2 over Arsenal. I can't believe this. And he could get a third if we lose against them on Tuesday.
Let me ask you guys, how fast can you travel from London to South Coast? Because we need to get Smith Rowe in this game. We really need to get him in this game. If it can take less than 5 minutes, then let's do it immediately.
I don't think it's going to take 15 minutes. I think a little bit longer than that. Unless we can get extra time, in which he might be able to get it.
Oh, come on. Offside?
Who were they bringing on? I don't even know who that is.
I recognize him, but they've taken off Adams.
Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name.
Oh, is it the Lundulu guy?
Yeah, Lundulu.
Oh, wait, it's a hard name. You're not the only one. 78 minutes gone. Are we going to save our FA Cup run? I don't know.
You know the worst thing about this as well, don't you? Like the Sky Sports News and all these news outlets are going to be roasting us tonight. They're going to be like, "Oh, Arsenal lose their retainability in the 4th round and this and that." And it's like just embarrassing.
Arsenal are knocked out by Southampton.
The worst thing is it's the 4th round as well. It's like 1 round more. Like it's the 2nd round for us. It's like why? Why have we let this happen? Because we're just going to get banter all night. Chelsea fans, United fans, this and that, they're all going to be loving it.
Yeah.
Especially the Chelsea fans, because they're going to beat Luton, let's be honest.
Which team do you expect to win between United and Liverpool?
I hate United with a passion, but Liverpool really aren't playing well. And losing to Burnley, that's going to really hurt them because that was a 68 home match record or whatever it was ended. So I don't know. I think United will either scrape. I think either United will scrape a win, or depending on how.
Pepe the ball. Why didn't he shoot, man? Oh,
Yeah,
cleared
I
off
think
the
United
line.
will win that game.
Offside.
I think United will win it, but it'll be a good
Okay.
game that way.
Like a high-scoring game or just 1-0 or
I think
something
it'll
like
be
that.
another close one, yeah, like a 1-0, maybe like a 2-1. I think the game I'm most excited for though is actually Brentford versus Leicester. I think that's going to be a really good game.
I think Leicester will win. Leicester is very good.
I think Leicester will win it, but I think it'll be like a really good game, like a high scoring game, because Brentford are a really good team. Like they've done well against like they did pretty well against Tottenham. Yes, they lost, but they weren't bad. Oh, great ball! Oh, Pepe, what are you doing, man? Shoot! Oh my God!
Don't bother. Don't even bother.
Who was that on the rebound? Was that Nketiah who just blasted it straight at the defender as well?
Another poor shot anyway.
The goalkeeper wasn't there. Like he just passed it to the defender. It was offside. Oh, it was offside. Shocker!
Yeah,
Nketiah's offside again.
10 minutes to go.
Dude, Nketiah's been offside so many times. Oh, it was Pepe offside. Never mind.
Both of them anyway. We've given away the ball again.
Yeah, he scuffed the ball, man. He scuffed the shot, Nketiah. It was offside anyway, but.
Still time. Lewis says still time. Marcus it says we are not out yet. I never get that confidence of Arsenal scoring a late goal, especially not with the likes of Getty and Willian on the pitch, unless someone just does some brilliant work and actually has a shot on target for once.
I mean, again, the worst thing is the fans in like Hong Kong and the fans in Australia are going to be staying up really late tonight to watch this game because it's an early kickoff. So they're probably, I don't know what time it'll be for them, but it might even be like late at night. But like
free kick Southampton.
It's just a bit shocking, isn't it? Like imagine being an Australian fan waking up at stupid times in the morning to watch this. Like, it just isn't worth it, man. It's not worth it.
I see why our games are usually not the early kickoff now. It's if you lose the early kickoff, it literally just spoils your mood for the whole day.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like at least on a late kickoff, if we lose, we can go like sleep.
Yeah, you can just go and sleep it off. Like this early kickoff, you still have another 12 hours to be up.
Russ thinks we're going to lose against Southampton on Tuesday, and Lewis thinks we'll beat them. No, man, we're losing that game. If we play like this, we're losing. But I mean,
imagine.
Luckily, we're going to have like Saka and Smith Rowe and that back, so we should beat them. But
I've always seen us doing this so many times. You rest players for the cup game. You go out and then you bring back the main boys in the main game, and then you still lose that one. So basically, there's no point of you resting those players.
I mean, yes, what Sweetie said. I mean,
this is the FA Cup. I don't want to go out of the FA Cup.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want revenge. I want to beat them. I want to beat them both times, man.
Yeah, I want to beat them both times, especially in the FA Cup. This cup means a lot. This cup means a lot.
Oh, one of their players just fell in the box. That's embarrassing. Not like they're going to bother. They 1-0 up. They don't care.
Free kick outside the box for Arsenal. Yellow card for Southampton. Can they do something from this free kick, please? Like,
Come on, man, please. Go on. This is Glen's first watch-along Arsenal, man. Come on.
Just imagine if you finish it without scoring. I'll never ever do a watch-along again. Never, ever.
Make the first last one, man. Come on.
Never, ever. Oh, just imagine the two people standing over the free
kick. It is.
The two people standing over the free kick, Pepe and Willian.
Oh, Willian's taking it, man. It's a right-footed free kick.
Have your pick. Have your pick.
It's a right-footed free kick, isn't it? So it'll be Willian. And then he'll blast it over the bar or something.
Please, just test the goalkeeper. Have we even tested the goalkeeper apart from get your shot? Oh my goodness, Pepe. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness.
Over the bar. The worst thing is they took so long to set the free kick up as well. It's like we are 1-0 down. Like, come on, don't take a minute to set the free kick up. There's not going to be a lot of added time as well. We've got to remember this. There'll only be like 1 or 2
it's
minutes.
like 3 minutes, yeah. Most.
So we don't have a lot of time to win this game, or to even get a goal. At this point, the thing we can hope for is getting a goal and then going to extra time. Oh, what a poor free kick, man!
How can you even now trust him after that?
The worst thing is as well,
minutes.
The worst thing is the position he put it in. The goalkeeper's saving that. Like, end of. Like, you ain't scoring that free kick. Arteta's just he's fit. He doesn't know what to do again. He don't know what to do, man.
Last time he played Southampton in this stadium, we beat them 5-0. Walcott scored for us a hat-trick. He's now playing for the opposition team, and we have Willian. I'd rather have Walcott than Willian.
Yes, yeah. Lenka says 1-1, but I think he's trying to say that's what he's hoping for. I don't think it is 1-1. I hope it is. I really hope it is.
Yeah, we're hoping they score.
They just brought Ings off, didn't they? It's for Long. That's an interesting substitution. If we score, we should win this game because they've just taken off their 2 strikers.
Yeah.
So if we score, we should win it. They ain't going to score again. Like they're not scoring another goal.
Big if though. Big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come on, man. We can win this game if we score. They've taken off their 2 strikers. Let's win this game, man. Come on.
Just 4 minutes to go, man. 4. Oh man, we've given away the ball again. And to make it worse, it was an own goal. They didn't even score a goal.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, it wasn't Gabriel's fault, let's be honest. But like, do you think Man United are going to care? That the Man United fans are going to be bantering Gabriel all night, like, oh, he's rubbish, he's this, he's this and that. Like, oh, I'm glad we didn't buy him. Like, it's just sad that that's the goal. Sweetie blames Arteta. So does Lenka. Lenka hopes it goes to penalties. I mean, yeah, you've got to blame Arteta today. Like the loss against the draw against Palace, I don't blame Arteta. I more blame the players. But today you've got to blame Arteta. Like, the reason why we're losing is because the formation isn't strong enough. The players aren't strong enough to win. So the man who picks the players is Arteta. So.
Oh no, but the ball given away straight back to Southampton again. Penalty Southampton, right? Oh, corner. Thank goodness.
I think I watched that like when you had the Southampton fan on the other day, and I think he said that Diallo was a really good player for Southampton.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What have you made of him today?
Well, it looks very solid in the middle, alongside Ward-Prowse complementing each other very well. One is a defensive player, the other one is an attacking player. Not like us, as we had 2 defensive players on the pitch with Shaq and Elneny. I think he's doing the job. Obviously, he has a long way to go before he gets to the likes of Ndidi, but I think we need to see more of him. Now they're gonna waste time. Now they're gonna take time on their corners and free kicks.
Well, yeah, exactly. The worst thing we can do now is give them corners and throw-ins and stuff like that because they're just going to take ages with them. Holding's very lucky that wasn't a penalty. That could have been a penalty.
I don't even know how.
I think it was like it wasn't enough contact, but it could have easily been a penalty there. Yeah, I agree. It should have been a penalty, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, now this is the only competition the likes of Pepe and Willian could play, so I don't see them playing again for Arsenal this season unless it's the final 5 minutes of one of the games.
I do. I see Willian playing a lot more this season because I think this is just
in the Premier League.
I think I don't want him to play, but I see him playing. I didn't see Willian playing today, but he still played. So Arteta sees something in these players like Nketiah and Willian and Pepe. Otherwise he wouldn't be playing them. So, look, if we had Jose Mourinho, would Willian, Pepe, or Nketiah be playing today? Absolutely not. Like they wouldn't even be in. They'd probably be terminated if we're being honest. So it just shows the level of like managers. Like Arteta is too weak. He doesn't manage the team properly. Like he drops certain players like Socrates and Özil, but doesn't drop Willian. Like I don't like Özil. I think he's a bit of a problem causer, but I think he could do better than Willian right now, if we're being honest.
Another part.
Well, yeah,
I actually can't believe we're gonna
we ain't
go
gonna
out.
win the Europa League. There's no way. We'll get AC Milan or something, and they'll smack us.
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, he'll score another bicycle kick from the halfway line.
Sell Willian to who though? Who will buy Willian, man?
I just terminate his contract, man. We terminated Özil's contract. Just terminate Willian.
That was the chance.
Yeah, I think the game's over, man. We ain't gonna score. Game's
Yeah,
over.
I usually say when it gets to the 80th minute, if you're still losing the game, I usually don't have that.
Oh, Lacazette, so close. So close.
Ibrahimovic against Bellerin should be fun. Oh my goodness! Don't take me there. Don't take me there yet. It was obvious his selection wasn't going to work after 30 minutes. Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't accept that he's wrong. If you actually watch his press conferences, every time like anyone tries to blame him for the loss, he always speaks in riddles or he just completely ignores the question. It's like, just take the blame, man. Like, you picked the starting lineup. It didn't work. You've got to take the blame.
I still think Aubameyang should have been on the bench.
Sell him to Barnsley. I don't even think Barnsley would take Willian right now.
Because I would have taken out Nketiah a long time ago. It's just because you don't have any other subs on the bench.
I mean, I don't know why he started Nketiah, to be honest. I don't get it, really. I mean, we said it before the game. We said that, the defence and the midfield looked pretty solid, but the attack just looked so weak. And it's been proven. Like, it hasn't been the defence or the midfield's fault. It's been the attack. It's been so weak. Other than El Nenny's stupid moment in the first half of the goal, but I still can't believe El Nenny actually did that, really.
Our favourite competition, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our favourite competition.
Well, like HJ said, I think it really is the only chance of trophy. Like, we ain't winning the Premier League. We ain't winning the Europa League. We can't win the Carabao Cup.
It's been very poor.
Yeah, it has.
Very, very poor.
Another terrible performance from the likes of Willian and Pepe yet again.
1 minute. This is done.
Yep, 1 minute.
As Claude quite famously said, it's time to go, Mr. Arteta and Mr. Willian and Mr. Pepe. It's time to go.
I'm still holding on to Pepe, but yeah, time's running out. Definitely. Come on.
Come on, man. There's a minute left. You've got like
throw in Pepe. Come on, bring it forward.
Man.
Left attack. Cedric, come on. Party.
Oh wow.
Oh, Nenny. Nketiah. Oh, so close. Oh. That's it. Nketiah. That's game over. Oh.
Our cup is gone, man.
Well, we did well at retaining it. I'll tell you that much.
We never do well at retaining it.
Yeah, exactly.
Full time.
Yeah, Nketiah should have. Oh, come on, man. Nketiah, I'm sorry, Nketiah has to go. Like, he's missed two chances today. 2 chances today that Balogun, Lacazette, Aubameyang would have scored. You aren't good enough to play for Arsenal Football Club. Leave. Go away. The worst thing
Arsenal
is...
we could have 30 million reportedly.
We could have got 20... Like, you ain't getting 30... No one's paying 30 million. We could have got 20 from Wolves. Like, we're just getting
West
greedy.
Ham offered 20.
Exactly. Wolves offered 15. So, like, I would have
snapped their hands off for that money.
Well, exactly. I'd take 5 million from Nketiah right now.
I'm still very baffled that we went to a weekend team and we are not doing well in the league anyway. and the Europa League is still far. You never know whether you're going to win it or not. This is the chance of a trophy, as Hinche said. Like, this is the only chance of a trophy. I don't understand.
I need to go do my review. I'll be back in half an hour for your match section, hopefully.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm going to mute my Twitter so no one can banter, because this is just going to be all
I think it's the good thing to do. I think it's just
we have to get our revenge on Tuesday. We have to get our
Goldbridge and Rory and all these lot are going to be having a laugh tonight.
See it.
We actually went out, man. It's terrible. Our cup is gone just like that.
Bro, I woke up at 11:30 to watch this. It was not worth it. It was not worth it.
First watch along, no goal out of the FA Cup. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea to do it anyway. But
the reason we lost is because we did the watch along. That's why.
But yeah.
Well, the worst thing is that's our streak gone as well. Our little 6-win streak is over now. So back to 15th place, I guess, for Arsenal.
Yeah, man. WSL, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man.
It was a terrible didn't go as we were hoping for. So Southampton go through to the next round out of the FA Cup, the holders out of the FA Cup. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to drop a like on the video. I actually feel physically sick. I'll be back in the next 35 minutes of the match reaction. Appreciate you guys watching it as I take off these banners off the screen. I don't know, man. I'm just not happy. Never have an early kickoff again for Arsenal, please, because it just ruins the day. But thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.